everyone. Welcome. We are back.
What's up, everybody?
Yo.
We are here once again. Levi's here.
Happy hump day.
Awesome. So we are here once again with Happy Hump Day, as Tim says. And it is Pathfinder Day. That's what Hump Day equals around here. So we are back with the Fall of Plaguestone. So if you were with us last time, you know the gentleman had a deadly encounter with some plants. So
Everything we encounter is deadly. Everything.
Yeah, everything. That's true.
facts.
Doesn't matter what. Puppies are deadly to us.
That actually turned out to be factual.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
true,
should have
that's
seen the
true.
campaign. We was dropping by. Oh, there's traps that killed us, and then dogs that killed us, and then real bad plants.
So you can see here the aftermath of that battle. But I went online. I did a little checking about to see what the interwebs was talking about with this module and a couple other modules that came out in the original setup. And yeah, as Animal G is saying, there are mosquitoes with a plus 20 to hit and a 40-10 damage. Yeah, it's not that bad, but it is pretty bad. And so
Close.
I checked the forums, and it is pretty universal that everyone is saying that this was in development before the game was launched, and it was with a different set of rules. And so it was tuned way too hard.
They were playing it first Dead Edition Pathfinder.
So Pans, he's gonna level us. We're all gonna be level 5.
Nope.
1,000.
Like any gaming company, I went through and nerfed things instead of buffing stuff. So I went in and I recalibrated some of the bad guys. So instead of things having a plus 15 to hit in some cases, they now have like a 10. Instead of having a 4, like a, what did I say, it was a D12 plus 8. I made it a D12 plus 4 for damage. Stuff like that. So hopefully this will seem a little more reasonable. But
I love
go ahead.
plus 15 to hit. I just love that on a plus 15 to hit. Basically, if you don't roll a 2 or botch, you hit me.
Yep.
Yeah, same.
Well, it's made worse in that it's probably a crit, right? And that's when
Also
you guys
true.
are getting pasted.
More likely than
I'm
not.
just getting.
So last time, 3 deadly bloodlash bushes came
Oh my god.
Word.
and put
Bad
the
plants.
stomping on these guys.
Bad plants.
Vintage.
Now, you guys may have missed it last time, so let me catch you up a little bit. What the guys did is they went and survived the cave-in and fighting with old Hallod, and found information that led them to a stump. That was the drop-off point where he had been buying and selling goods to a mysterious V, who he was apparently in a romantic relationship with.
Who we have yet to find.
But we're gonna.
What's up, Gangress? And the mysterious V had clearly said in their note that they had hired Hallod to kill Bort. So armed with that knowledge, of course, the guys decided they would go to the stump instead of turning in the culprit. And
That doesn't make any sense.
went to go loot the stump, which the stump turned out to be empty. Apparently, the last transaction had transpired as intended. And the money that was acquired from that transfer was also the money that our missing party member, Lug, had picked out of that box and taken with him back to the village.
Sir, not appearing.
To spend on turnip wine.
And boy, howdy did he ever. So the guys came back. They informed the sheriff that they had in fact found the killer, or at least,
And then he sucks.
and he does suck. He sucks a lot. So they let him know that that's what was going on, and he was like, "Cool, get the fuck out of my town." And they were like, how about no? And that's when they were alerted to the fact
sounds
that
like
their
us.
horses had in fact been overrun with fleas from that initial encounter they had with some mangy apocalyptic wolves.
Bad dogs.
That's right. Just as that kind of came up, they encountered a new individual named Nawala, who is a ranger. She's an elf, and her prominent seta is that her right arm hangs really like limp along her side, and she's got like a leather kind of an arm guard basically that kind of keeps her arm propped up enough where it's sort of usable. But anyway, she hired them to come, or not really hired them, but insisted that they come check out some blight that she had discovered after noting their handiwork with the previous wolves. And so they decided that's what they would do. So they set off to go check it out, and they ended up trekking for 3 hours into deep woods where they found this encounter. And this encounter is where they discovered that the world had gone dark, apparently. So the clearing here was squishy, rotten vegetation. And
Somewhere along the way, we wandered into Ravenloft, and that's where we are.
I just realized I don't have the music going, so let me turn that on for you guys. There's at least something.
Does anybody else, whenever you hear the name Nawala, immediately think of Simba's girlfriend? And
No,
then realize that that's not Nawala, it's Nala?
I don't, but hey, thanks for
Fine,
the
it's
bits.
just
Much
me.
appreciated.
Thanks for the bits.
32 bits from Pika.
Poison Ivy Pika, recent winner of some David Lee Pancake art, by the way.
Fact.
That's really
Shout out
cool.
today.
That's Pika.
Awesome.
Stuff in that ballot box.
Yeah, that's right. It
You're the
helps.
person who had more chances to win than me.
So yeah, that happened, which was awesome. So this time around, the guys have just freshly gotten into the battle with the Bloodlash bushes, and in the midst of this, people were dropping quick, and Nawala came back with some clutch, we'll say chat-inspired vengeance. You guys spent some points, you got us some stuff. Speaking of which, Poison Ivy Pika is giving a single DM point.
She's moving over to Team DM.
She's
Come
gone
on.
to the dark side.
Team players still need love, guys. Team players.
A DM point did get spent.
Pika's an agent of chaos. She serves the unknown. She'll just give him to like whatever, because she's of the faith.
See if that goes through. But yeah, so chat helped out bringing in a couple Molotov cocktails essentially to the party in the form of alchemist fires. Nawala fired in and helped catch the bushes on fire and rendering them into a bloody ash. And this is where we
fine. We didn't need her help.
this is where we find the party.
False.
Around 3 burning shrubs, reducing to ash and blood. And in the midst of where they had originally stood, a rotting giant wolf, overtaken by vines.
Nothing worse than the bloody, fiery bush.
So, fellas, I feel like maybe I need to take a little rest here. I don't know why these guys are coming right after me every time I walk out here to give them a little 1-2.
Well, I'd say none of us are feeling too good there, Mike, and I'm starting to understand why people don't like to live around these parts.
No freaking kidding.
Yes, I may have you.
Of all these horrible places in the woods to set up a camp, what's the relative level of horribleness of setting up right here?
Well, basically, I think unless you're a chameleon, this is a horrible place to have a camp because they can see us right there in that tree. See it right there.
He is right. There is something very close nigh, I believe. I smell the scent of wolves. And if you look down, you can see the footprints from many wolves come out of that den.
All right,
Yeah, we definitely don't want no part of that. So,
I will tell you,
It takes some time to lick our wounds.
I do have some things that maybe will help you. Here, let me hand you these.
all right, okay.
I,
That doesn't sound so bad.
And you see, she reaches down with her left arm, her good one, and reaches into the pouch and pulls out 3 red vials. There's not much, but maybe these will get you by a little bit longer. And hands you 3 minor healing potions.
Why,
That's not so bad.
Walla.
That's not so bad at all. Thank you very much. I very much
That's very
appreciate it.
kind of you. Very kind.
You're very welcome, mate. Like I said, very, very small thing considering what just happened. But
All right, DM, I'm gonna walk over here and search the area over by this big tree stump thing, door thing, thingy.
those are
gentlemen, if you
D8
wish.
hit points, by the way.
I'm not taking any of those because I can do some stuff to myself. So
Yes, if you wish to.
Well, I think we should maybe still take a little time. Maybe we ask Nawala over here what's a nice place to, maybe spend a few hours just.
well, here's the
I don't
thing,
know.
right? Here's what I'm at, Michael. If they're worried about the bad dogs and the bad plants, this here's got a door.
It is perhaps maybe
Do
the
you
original
remember the
den,
last
though.
time you opened the door? I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure you got impaled by a big old spear. That's all I'm saying.
You have to believe in the unknown to have faith.
I do believe in the unknown, but it ain't always nice to me. You know what I'm saying?
I believe
You are
the,
particularly shitty
the
Pathfinder. The path is not clear when you go down it.
the problem is we do believe in the unknown, and we do not want you to open that door because we believe what's
I
behind
didn't
it.
say I'm going to open the door. I'm looking around to see if I find anything that's going to like jump out and stab us or
Like a trap with
Seems like
spears.
a very
smash us or punch us.
He looks like a very qualified door opener. You should open the door, lady.
Go ahead and give me a DC. I'm not going to tell you perception check, since you said you were searching. Oh, that's pretty good. What did that come out to total? It's,
21.
oh, that's plenty. Yeah, you can definitely smell the scent of wet fur and rot coming from in there.
Oh, that sounds
Inside of
fantastic.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You also smell some like water, maybe. There's something off about it.
There's bad dogs in there.
That's
So-
definitely one reason why we shouldn't be going in there right now.
How
I am
big of a
literally
hole
ready to
is
fall
this?
You're looking at it and you're realizing that maybe Lug can get through there without ducking, but the rest of you guys would have to be on hands and knees to get in it.
Well, I say we.
Well, now I think I might be small enough to fit.
You're small size, right? If you are, you
Hear
can
me
fit through
out.
that.
Hear me out. I say we plug this hole, camp outside the tree, then in the morning we go in.
It's not perhaps a terrible plan. There is a fairly large stump uprooted across the way. Maybe an old tree there we can lay across. I could set some traps in case something comes out and maybe a snare takes them.
That don't sound so bad.
I like this idea. And if
What about we make like you know how to like tie strings across the doorway and then they got little chime things on it so they make a bunch of noise if something walks past it? Maybe we do one of those for this front door. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't we just set the front door on fire?
Because I think that's gonna make it tough to walk in later.
and that will
I'm just
most
saying.
likely drive out anything outside where we are not ready to handle it.
This is correct. I would believe this is problem that would happen.
All right. Well, I'm a dwarf, so I'm gonna dig a hole,
You're not a dwarf. We covered this. You're a werewolf.
and I'm gonna dig that hole, and dig that hole. I'm gonna take all the dirt from the digging hole, and put it in the tree hole.
Yeah,
My little
okay.
halfling body, if someone will help me with this stump, we'll get that over there.
But then, are we supposed to go into the tree hole? Like, this seems like a problem. Because then you have to, like, dig out the tree hole.
It's okay. I'm good at digging.
The dirt will definitely stick to a mantle G.
Well, you know, they do call me Sticky Dick Bungle.
That's a terrible nickname. So if you guys would like to set up some things like this, some traps and whatnot, you can give me a strength check if you want to try to move the log. You can give,
I
we'll
can
say,
definitely
a
do that.
thievery check if you want to rig up some kind of little traps. Like
I want to do a deck
noise
check.
things. You can make a survival check if you want to kind of create some kind of slumbery abode that will keep the critters in there.
What I would like to do in this moment is start treating everybody's wounds.
All right.
So
That's a fantastic idea.
What do I do for a dig check? To pack it with mud.
I'm probably gonna make that a survival check.
Oh,
Or
that's good.
if you have a lore check, we'll let you do that instead.
A lore for mining?
Yeah, if it's better.
It's not. 13.
13? Okay. You do a decent job. It's not a engineering feat that you need to really pull off here. So, yeah, you can kind of dig out a path here next to the tree stump somewhere. And
At this point, I'm just going to be covered in filth. I'm sick and tired of casting prestidigitation, trying to keep myself clean. So let's not let it ride. I'm just going to pack the mud on. I'm just going to look like Swamp Thing.
oh yeah, and it oozes out of the cracks in
I
the
didn't
mud.
care.
It's great.
Looking like Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Probably
in mud.
worse, but aye.
So Tim, go ahead and give me your medicine checks there for
now,
healing.
who would like to step up first? Who needs to look at?
Oh, I'm gonna need a little help here, pal.
All
Doc,
right, then.
I'm not feeling good. You
Well,
know
sit
what I'm
down
saying?
here on
Big
against
bungle.
the stump here, and we'll see what I can do for you here.
Aye.
Oh, Stumpy.
I-
Oh,
I need my stool.
That is almost.
Oh,
almost a
just a second. I look around for a rock
Mhm.
that's about the size of a stool, or a stump of moderate moisture, and I put it underneath him.
Yeah, the stump bit here. There's a lot of like rotten wood. There's like chunks of tree that you can probably pull up.
I get the least moist chunk of moist tree,
Okay, sure.
but I definitely want it a little moist.
It's a little soggy. It's a soggy.
Oh,
bottom.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's a touch of home. And-
Cautious, here you go.
The champ sits down,
Oh,
puts his gloves out like he's supposed to, and sits
all right.
there, stares forward as though there's an enemy somewhere that he's staring at, even when
All
they're
right.
not.
I take my forearms and I smack them down on the gloves, so the gloves get impaled on my nails, and I just yank the gloves off in one clean go.
Brilliant. You've now been
That is-
degloved.
7 hit points
D-gloves.
to you, Mike, and seeing how banged up you were, I will actually extend that treat wounds from 10 minutes to a full hour of keeping an eye on Mike, and
Okay.
that'll double that hit point gain from 7 to 14.
Everyone, give me a stealth check, and this will kind of
Friggin'
decide
fantastic.
how much time you guys can get here.
If we have to move, I will
I gotta
continue
roll the
treatment
dice
later, but I would just keep that going until people tell me we're going to get up and move.
Mm-hmm.
Classius is super stealthy on his
So
stump.
you know what? We're gonna go
Oh,
a different
well,
way.
Thankfully, being a halfling and all, I will use my luck to.
Yeah,
reroll.
that would be a good thing to do. Yeah.
It turns out Dr. Smoothhands is very loud.
It's
when
way better by 2.
It is, but it's
Listen,
still a 10 with a
Thanks
3.
for the bit, Gangres.
he's-
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
very
the
much
bet.
for the bids. That's
Very
fantastic.
kind of you.
So that's basically 2 successes and 3 fails, if I'm reading that right.
That don't sound
Oh, that's
great.
correct. That's 3 failures.
Jasper.
That depends on
We're
your
starting
DC.
off.
No, it's 2 and 2. Oh, yeah, so there's only 4 of you guys tonight. So it's 50-50. Yeah, I'll say that's enough. Since none of you guys actually botched, we'll say tie goes to you.
Look at him not wanting to kill us outright. Look at
Well,
this
I'd like to
guy.
get to something. So at this point, you have enough time to sit for a few hours
It's called
comfortably.
plot armor.
And move
All
back
right,
a little bit
so-
from the tree once we've done our.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna,
go ahead and give me 3 rolls, Tim, if you're going to heal everyone up once.
Yes, I'm gonna do what I can to heal as many people as possible. I can do this again every hour
Mm-hmm.
because
All right,
for an hour.
We'll give you 3 hours.
Jeff,
Yes.
I'd like to take the horseshoe and the nails
Uh-huh.
and the rock, and I want to shoe my hand. So it's got a horseshoe on it for hoofing people.
All right. I feel like this deserves to be an animal check of some sort. So let's see.
Animal handling?
Is animal handling still a thing? I don't think it is. I think it's now part of
I
nature.
didn't know.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
part of nature
nature.
nowadays, I think.
All right.
Give me a nature.
Oh, sure. Sure. I'm gonna roll a die hard D20.
That's solid. Look at those hit points. 14 of them.
Natural one!
Oh, no.
First roll of the die hard dice of the night!
Okay, so you're lining up that horseshoe with your nail, and you get out your hammer or whatever you have, your tools.
The rock, because my
Oh, the rock.
hammer's plastic now.
That's right. So you take
Yes,
your
remember.
rock and
Right.
you get the nail in position. You're having to hold the nail with like your mouth basically because you're
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
coming in, and you just fucking clock yourself right in the jaw with this rock.
Oh,
And,
oh,
Levi, roll me a d4 and add your strength bonus to
flag
it.
it hole! Oh, mate!
It's just dice.
2.
All right, so you take 2 damage plus your strength mod if you got one, right in the face from your own hammer, and the nail kind of like is sticking like diagonally out of your hoof, and it kind of hits the quick a little bit, and it's like oh, got a little blood coming out of there.
Okay.
It's really unsteady, man. It does not feel good.
That does
I'm
not
gonna
sound
pull out that nail. I don't know. No.
All right, give me a medicine check to do it without really hurting
And
yourself here.
I was going to mention that first medicine check. Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Okay.
Seeing this happen, I will use my first to go over and Dick, sit down, son. Let's take a look at that for you. And seeing the extent of his injuries and how badly he was already injured, that first check, that was a 14 hit points. I'll use that to be a full hour, so that's 28 hit points healed.
Oh, that hits the spot. That is lovely.
That second one of a 9, I will have that with a bit of a snack. You missed to top myself off. And the third roll, which was a 17, I just made all of them at 215s. It was lucky.
Good lord.
At 11, I'll spend a full hour on that one as well, and that'll be 22 to
Ooh,
nice.
Speaker.
Thanks,
you.
Pika. So what I just posted in there.
Too.
Yeah, that'll be useful.
Very much.
Half price bits.
Yeah, so for tonight, if you look in the panels, there are ways to spend bits to get effects to happen. So if you're out of points and you want to use them, I'm going to make tonight half price. So if you look at that panel
Half
list,
price bits.
it'll be half off.
That's the name of our garage band.
I'm going to have the
Half off
players
bits.
keep track of that because I can't pull it up right now. But I can't remember what I set the prices to, but we'll make it half price tonight. It's a ladies' night.
It is nice.
So anyway, you guys are doing some healing. Looks like you got some good rolls going through here. You spend a few hours. You see Nawala is going around, checking some like traps she's laid out. She's inspecting like the corpses of the Bloodlash and the wolf that are there. And you guys get a little bit of time to actually so half of what is listed as the panel price is their Animal G. And so she's setting, basically some guard while you guys are taking your time looking at wounds and hammering yourself into oblivion.
And this would take me exactly 3 hours and 10 minutes to accomplish, but I did one more medicine check at the end there for after the first hour would have elapsed for Mike, I'd take a second look at him and he would heal for an additional 18.
Dr. Jasper, you're so kind.
That's so
I
sweet of
believe-
you. I love it.
Everyone should now be completely topped off.
I didn't get any heals.
You, in
did I?
fact, got 22 healing, my son.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
Nice.
Oh, I accidentally put myself over my maximum.
All right, so 3 hours. When we arrived at the scene last time, the sun was about to go down when you got engaged in this fight. So it is well dark at this point. It's probably like around 10 or 11 at night. So
I don't know
you still
about
have
you.
a good full
can use
moon
some
going, but it is good to go.
All right. Well, that's nice. Now that we're feeling better, I feel like now we can go in there and at least feel like we got a fighting chance.
Oh, and you guys had cast a light spell, I think, so I got to delete that. What was that
Now
on?
it's so friggin' dark, I can't see nothing.
Yeah, I believe I'm a minute late, as I should be.
I'm assuming
doesn't
that's
do that.
worn off by now, right?
Actually, the length is, unless I choose to turn it off, it is duration until the next time you make your daily preparations.
Oh, okay. Well, then there that works. Okay. So you guys are all set. You were staring
It's just a
at
beacon of friggin' light.
exactly. You're staring at the base of a tree where the tree itself has fallen over and the roots are sticking forward, and it's a gap underneath some roots that lead into this potentially, wolf den.
Frickin' wolf den.
Well,
All right. Well, gentlemen, how we feeling? I'm feeling all right. I think it may be time that we check this thing out.
All right, I got a
we
bit
gotta
of
get
my-
in there eventually, right?
Bit of my spell repertoire still at my disposal, so I'll do what I can.
Big Bungle.
Hey,
Clashius holds his hands out.
hey, pick up one glove, boom, other glove, boom.
He pounds them together a couple times and stands up off of his stump.
I added camouflage. Both the gloves are like a bit mud and leaf and honey covered sticky.
Perfect. Yeah, it is. It's quite a sight to behold. You'll definitely want to clean those later, but for now, it may come in handy.
I got your stool.
So who's going in this bush first?
That would be me.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So if you are not small-sized, this is going to be treated as there are multiple levels of difficult terrain, and this is the second one. So each step is going to take you 15 feet of movement through there, basically, because you got to be on your hands and knees.
It's gonna be so slow.
Well, it's.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 15. So it's 10 for different terrain, and then 15 for so yeah, you start to go in there as you will. Anyone else following him?
So I move
by himself.
So you can do your if you did your movement. Your movement costs a single action, correct?
Yep.
So all right. So if I move, so for me to move is an action of a single square. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and that's all the movement.
Okay, so as you get in there, you can immediately smell
I'm gonna bring
rot.
up the backside of it here, so just in case we get followed.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Mac. I don't think I should be at the back.
I don't want Dr. Jasper getting snuck
I want
up
to keep
on.
my eyes open for things that jump out and stab you on the chest.
Okay, excellent choice.
I guess I'll go next.
Go and make yourself a perception check
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
if you want to look
And
around.
I'm gonna keep a perpetual cantrip going of shield on myself.
Excellent. Cam, you still have an.
Oh no!
Did you drop the die?
I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't hear that.
I just realized I still have the wounded effect on you,
Not
even though you got
20.
healed. Nat 20, you
Oh,
said?
yeah.
Not 20. The
Wow.
last one was a 1, and now it's a not 20. I am the Spectrum!
All right, so Dick, I'm going to move you in just a moment so you can see what you see. So,
No!
as
Oh,
you
boy,
come
here we
in,
go.
the rest of the guys
those
don't see
bad
it,
dogs.
but you see
Bad dog.
actually worse than you think it is. The dead one there is probably the biggest wolf you've ever seen. It is enormous
boy.
with tumors growing off of it, and
Boy.
it looks like its mouth has also got like signs of like acid that's dribbled out of it. It looks like it's been dead for a few days by the site of the rot.
It's not.
You also notice the water over there. With that nat 20, you're able to see the detail of where the water is coming from underneath, like the font of water coming up, and you can see like a slight slick, oily texture in the water. It just you're catching it off of like this weird glow that seems to be emanating from in there. And these wolves that you're seeing, that you saw at the nat 20, are hairless, eyeless, tumor-covered wolves.
That's freaking disgusting.
Yeah, they look sickly and disturbed. You could tell with your nat 20, you were able to see them before they were able to see you. But as you kind of come around the corner, you notice they're looking at you, but like they're backing like in towards the walls, like they're kind of cowering a little bit.
Great. So I'm gonna turn to them and say, it's bad. There's 2 bad dogs. They got no hair, they got no eyes, and they've eaten their father. And their father's even uglier. And they're all really big. And I'm gonna go start fighting them because they've already seen me. The jig is up. And there's a pool in there, and it's full of bad stuff that makes bad dogs. And I also saw a child in there made of drugs. Let's go.
Can I cast detect magic real quick?
Sure.
All right. It's I think a 30-foot emanation. I don't think reach spell lets me make that longer. I think that I need like widen or something like that.
Nice.
Almost a 20.
So let's go ahead and get initiative since it looks like Dig Bungle's going to be walking himself in there.
I
Yeah.
love how I made myself quote sticky and he's already quote cautious, so we're quoted.
So good. So I got a Sticky and Clashes on the initiative order already.
Hold on.
You know what they call me? Sticky Dick
Sticky Dick
Bungle.
Bungle. That's what I hear.
You
we
get
go.
these on different initiatives because that might be
Okay.
fun.
I'm hard to see today. I'm like a sweet smelling mud honey dwarf covered in detritus that you find in the forest, so it's just I look like a hobo.
I feel like detritus should be a good word for Clashiest to have to say.
Oh, that was a big nose. A 20 on that wolf. That rolled too slow. I didn't like it.
All right, everybody on
Already
the initiative?
redeemed all their words. Their words have been owned.
Nice. So we've got ourselves a Spicy Mike, we got a Clashes, we got a
Spiky Mike.
Sticky, and Jasper. All right. So first up is Spicy Mike, who is taking up the rear. So that makes sense.
I'm stuck in the back, so I guess I will not be doing that.
Michael,
I
they
think
got no eyes.
Oh, man.
You cannot punch him in
Animal
the
G. Animal G.
Redeeming the
Major
half price
wild
major
effect.
wild effect.
holy friggin'
Doing it the hard
cow.
way.
You're doing
Yeah,
it.
there was no
man.
way to set the
Look at this
merch
guy.
alert, apparently. But Air Laser, thanks for that. Animal G, thanks for
Apparently a
that.
merch alert.
Your sacrifice is greatly appreciated. That's a lot of bets.
Much
Okay.
appreciated.
Friggin'
So,
fantastic.
All the biddies.
Friggin' fantastic.
No,
All
just
right.
because we spent bits, I'll do something stupid for you, G. All for
Nice.
you.
so Cameron,
Yes.
you're going
Uh,
to.
Can I slip past these gentlemen? I feel like I probably can't. This feels like a very small corridor.
It's gonna be really difficult. You're gonna need an athletics check to
oh, I can do that.
pretty high roll.
I mean,
Michael, I'm just going to point out, you're not going to want to be in close quarters rubbing past me.
Yeah.
Well, I
There's
don't have a
no
lot of
way you
choice.
do not come out injured in that situation.
That's why I got an athletics check. You got to remember, this physique right here is the most athletic physique that we got in the party.
All right.
All
I've got
right,
to
here we
pull
go.
up your guys' chart for the wild stuff.
boy.
Apparently, I didn't open it, so
Oh,
this
boy,
may
here we
screw
go.
up the overlay. So let's see what happens.
Uh-oh. Air Laser
Where's
has
that go?
successfully redeemed hero point for
Uh-oh.
the friggin' DM. Imagine that.
Corsets for the DM. Corsets for the DM.
Thank you very much. Where's that book at? So I'm listening, Cam.
So I'm gonna attempt to slide past them here.
Mhm.
So that will
A
be
ball up into the
athletics check.
fetal position to squish up against the wall as tight as a
Oh,
cat.
that's not so great.
That
I
didn't
rolled
sound
a
good.
4.
Oh,
A 4.
please tell
rolled a
me
4.
he gets
Absolutely not.
impaled on my nails and now
I mean-
we are one creature.
I technically rolled I got a 12, but it was a 4 on a dice, which is sad.
Oh, nice. This is not ruining our window. Awesome. So I can leave this on and not screw up everything.
Michael, I have an idea.
Oh, that
Between the honey and the nails, if we just slam our backs
go.
together, it'll hurt you really badly. But then I can punch from behind.
I already don't like this idea.
All right, it's just an idea. It's just like
All right, Spicy Mike, you try to squeeze through, but it
I'm
just
12. I can't quite get there.
there's two people between you and Sticky, and this is a very tight space. And once again, you are Spicy Mike. Where's your picture?
I'm
at?
a pretty spicy guy.
I mean-
So I technically get 3 actions. So trying to make the check was 1 action, correct? So I still should have 2 left.
Oh,
Air Laser
What?
just dropped
I don't know what
1,000 bits on some.
Oh,
it's
boy,
half
here we
price
go.
tonight. She wasn't here.
She bought
didn't
2
do the
then.
announcement.
So we have
Oh,
3
you bought
majors
friggin'
coming.
2.
So we're sitting on 3.
We're on 3 wild
Oh,
effects. I
boy.
believe I get to a turn
Woo!
here.
Everything's about to be terrible.
It's
okay.
gonna be rough.
Quite the combat.
Do all 3
Thank you for the
happen on the
bits.
same spell?
Get wrecked. Seriously.
Maybe we'll see.
I hadn't
We'll
considered
see.
that.
Oh god.
We'll see.
All right.
Let's do all 3.
That's Spicy Mike.
So I should have 2 actions left. And it takes 2 actions you can hold to have one thing
Yep.
happen later, right?
yeah, a
Okay.
1-point action.
I'm gonna do that back here just in case anybody gets in range of Dr. Jasper Smoothhands, because if anybody freaking kills Dr. Jasper Smoothhands, I'm a dead man.
That is correct.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna protect the doctor.
All
I gotta
right.
remember who I used my battle medicine on last game.
Sounds good. Clashes. Nah.
Okay, so basically, I gotta get this werehorse out of my way. Move it, werehorse.
I'm trying to scooch. I'm against
I
the
get-
wall.
Can I get past Dick Bungle being the only person in front of me?
Make an
Go get
athletics
him,
check.
chomp. Go get him.
I didn't hear your answer.
Make an athletics check. Or what did I say? It was acrobatics last time? Let's do acrobatics.
I did
It's not
athletics.
That was
21.
21? Yes. You can squeeze past as part of your movement.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that
well,
cost me?
show off.
Does that cost me an action point?
Your action
Just
is
a move.
to move your normal movement, but each square inside that tunnel is 15 feet of movement. So
5, I
That's
think,
what you
only
get
gets
for
me to
freaking
here.
crawling.
okay.
I see a wolf, so for my next action, I'm going to intimidate the wolf.
All right, let's see what happens. So, as I described, they are eyeless, looking very almost xenomorphy in their disturbingness.
My action point is to demoralize.
Excellent. Okay, so throw them bones. What is it?
These are not Westminster winners here. No,
17,
no.
you said? That is the DC you needed, so they are afraid. That one is afraid. So Mutant Wolf 2, I assume?
The only one I can see.
All right, let's put the little token on there. And well, I think we decided it was the
whatever token you want to use is fine. He's scaled. That's all that matters.
And that was a -1 to his rolls, right?
That is correct.
Excellent.
-1 to everything.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I think I can spend the other point for an additional move, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really kind of like this action economy here in,
great,
in
isn't it?
second edition. It's kind of nice and easy to do.
I'm just going to move up between him and the edge of the wall so that, I don't get flanked.
Yeah, and what you're noticing in here, too, is that the ceiling is really low. There are, like, roots and stuff coming from trees above and moss hanging down. So it's actually pretty hard to fire or move anything from space to space.
I'm going to be fine. Feels like home.
Yeah, I'm not restricting your movement or anything, but like if you're trying to take a ranged attack down here, it'd be pretty challenging. There'd be cover. But okay, you squeeze in there, and you move past that giant corpse that I described, which is a very, very large dead wolf.
I got it.
Hey, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
What about this? I understand getting slow because of the size of the tunnel, but I got that feat.
So what he's linking for the chat here is Rock Runner. It's an ancestry feat that he got as a dwarf. It says your innate connection to stones makes you adept at moving across uneven surfaces. You can ignore difficult terrain caused by rubble and uneven ground made of stone and earth. In addition, when you use acrobatics roll to balance on narrow surfaces or uneven ground made of stone or earth, you aren't flat-footed. Yeah, so in here, you will be working just fine.
Great.
You've got the technique to move around. The tunnel itself, though, will still be difficult, just because it's a hands and knees kind of scenario.
Because it's a tunnel. Hi.
Yeah. So that was Clashes. You moved in. The wolf that you intimidated, you see they were basically kind of in the corner, like kind of growling, as Digbungle was kind of coming around the corner. Now that you've come in the room, you saw that they like started like snarling and stuff, and like starting to get more aggressive posture. Their hair, like they're hairless, but like you can see their skins wrinkling up like a hairless cat, and if it could make a razor on its back, it's doing it. But that one in particular is wary of you for sure. So
Michael, they're growing razors at their backs. They just barked.
Nice.
They just growled at the drug child.
Oh boy.
it's the wolf number 2's turn. So it's the one that's afraid. So I'm going to have it take one attempt to bite at Clashes here out of fear. Fear
That a negative
biting.
1.
Yep. So we're going to take a -1 applied to that.
Oh!
Freaking roll, amazing though.
Well, it does not matter. He still hit.
Yeah, 24 will hit. And it does 10 piercing damage to Mr. Digbungle.
Boy.
Or Clashes,
Not a
rather.
great stat.
And
remember when he said he was going to dial these things down, right?
Did
I did.
That's the thing.
I mean, it
It's
only had
like
a
his
+7
dice
to
heard him and he said, no.
yeah, they did say that.
today.
Let me make sure I actually rolled correctly. Yeah, I did.
Not today, party.
You rolled an 18, so I mean, you were going to hit me at that
+7
point.
instead of +25. Which is nice.
With the rest of its movement, because it's afraid, I'm going to have it move away.
Thank you for the bits, Poison Ivy.
Do I get to
And-
hit it?
Unless you have a feat that tells you can get opportunity attacks. So that's going to be its movement.
Thank you for the bits,
Much
Pika.
appreciated. Thank you very much.
Throwing so many bits.
Yeah,
Let me
there's been a
check
lot.
my feats. No, I do
All
not
right.
have that kind of feat.
Sticky
raining
icky.
bits.
Sticky Digbungle.
Hallelujah. All right, am I out of the tunnel?
Yes.
Does this next square cost me 15 or 5?
5. It'll cost you 5.
All right, 1, 2. All right.
I feel like Clashes never took his hit points that he was given.
I did.
Oh no, you
Did-
just
did
hit him
10 of them.
really
right.
hard.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
You just hit him for
I
for
did
all
hit him
of
for
those,
that.
Yeah.
You didn't crit me, so I mean, it's not 16. It's just 10. But
Yeah, let me.
Deadliest game we have ever friggin' played.
It's pretty freaking deadly.
It's pretty.
Let's go
I
back.
hate to break it to you all, but you all wasted a lot of time giving Jeff points because he never rolls anything less than 18. So
Divine Lance to this one.
Divine Lance. What was the outcome of
Additionally-
that? That was a
Jack roll
15.
15.
Apparently that is a miss.
Oh, boy.
Oh
got a
no!
major effect.
It's
though.
a good thing I cast a spell though.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
no.
Let's see.
Yeah, because this effect ought to definitely help
Oh
us out.
no! And I need you. And I
All right.
fire up from the hoof, and it goes why? Oh no! And then something else happens.
3,172 on the weird chart.
Should I take
The
my
weird
headphones off?
Okay, take them off for a second just so the other guys can hear it. The next time that Dig Bungle cooks a meal, it will shine brightly as the sun.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Fantastic. All right.
All right. so
Should
you
I
need to write
roll
that
the
down.
other two right now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's
just
do
gonna-
it.
We're gonna do them all at once, so that way, you summon Noah's flood, and
One of these
everyone
days.
dies in a cave.
7,037 and 6,001.
We're gonna find a good one soon. I feel it. We're due.
It's
Yeah,
gotta be a
that was a
freaking
weird
good
one.
There's
Uh,
10,000 of these.
I
We've
never
gotten a
rolled
good
my
one.
wisdom for the. No, I did that last game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we haven't subbed yet.
6,001.
And 7,037.
6,001. Where's it at?
Well, I don't know either, Air, so I'm sorry. I didn't know what they said. Oh, should I take him off again?
No.
No, you just dead.
Oh, he's not happy.
That's interesting.
Whatever this is, it just changed everything.
It might have. All right, hold on a second.
boy.
What was the
This
other
is
one?
worse. This is
Oh,
worse.
no,
than the friggin-
he's having to think about what it's gonna do, so it's really bad. The last time he did this, it was the door to nowhere and the earthquake.
Oh, okay. So the other effect. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tick129. Much appreciated.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you
follow,
very
Tick
much,
129.
Tick129. That's
Thank you for
very nice of
joining.
you. We
Thank
very
you for
much
giving us
appreciate
the
that.
time.
We are resolving a wild magic effect that the chat has caused. There were
Three
three
of
of them on this effect. So the one.
30 on one blast, because tonight the unknown is with me.
Let's see. Immediately as you come in here and cast your spell, you realize why you missed. And that reason is because all of your clothing suddenly feels packed with snow. It's freezing. It's cold. It's cushy in there.
Extra friggin' armor.
And it just suddenly dawns on you, as your vision kind of goes a little frosty for a second, and then your whole shirt, tunic, and pants area are just filled with snow. And no sooner do you get to process that, but you see suddenly the vines from above reach down and grab Mutant Wolf number 1 and drag it screaming up through the ground above it into the tree somewhere.
That's
You see that seven
think-
of these vines come whipping down and grab around it, and grab around its jaw and its neck and its limbs, and just pull it up through the dirt. And it just goes up trying to bite at the vines, but it's up in there somewhere.
Good thing.
That is, I think, the very
That
first
is.
good one, and there's been 1,000 of these so far.
So is it pinned against the ceiling or get dragged up into the earth and it's gone? We don't see it.
It goes up through the dirt, and you see the dirt seals up behind it.
Wow.
Punishment.
Funny thing about that Tick 129 is that the dwarf became
Allergic to alcohol.
allergic to
One
alcohol.
of the
So
first major wild effects is that I and dwarves in 10 miles of me all became allergic to alcohol for forever.
Forever, ever. Dick Bungle, did you have another action point left?
No, move, shoot costs 2. I'm done.
All right. Well, the next up would be Mutant Wolf. Mutant Wolf, yeah. let's see if he can athletics his way out of here. I don't think.
Ooh.
23. Huh.
Uh-oh, that's a pretty good one.
Plus 11.
I believe in you, unknown. I believe in you.
Levi, roll me a d20.
Should I
I'm gonna guess
roll
it's a
the
one.
die hard or not?
It's up to you.
Guys.
I mean, do you die hard?
Of course. They roll
Of course.
20s from what I hear.
All right. They always roll 20s, especially for me.
We're adding 11 to this.
14.
Oh, okay. 25.
All right, so you see that the wolf is digging down into the tree and the ground above, and you can see that there's like dirt kind of starting to fall from above you, and you see its like snout kind of pokes through and like blows out like snotty dirt, like in a kind of like attempting to get his breath. And you can see it's getting dragged by those vines still, and it's like stretching and fighting its way through. But I'm going to say that's his turn.
This thing to death.
Dr. Jasper Smooth Hands.
Smooth.
They are the smoothest of hands.
Well, I will stroll my way through this lovely little well-sized hobbit hole here.
Yep, you move all right there.
Yeah, so it's quite cozy, actually. Reminds me of home. And as I get in the middle, I'm like, oh no, we need to bring Sandray into the situation right away, and I cast Blast.
That's Dr. Jasper Smooth Hands picture there, by the way. So that'll pop up in a second if the transition's on transpire.
Bless.
There we go.
So not as good as the old Bless. Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad, but
No, it's not that good. Nope. Just +1.
yeah, but you can spread it
Advantage?
to your buddies.
Advantage way better than +1.
It is, yeah.
Quick question. Now that the hole is, or the passage is open, can I use my held action just to move?
Sure.
Okay. I know I can't move it very far, but
Mhm.
I held it. I might as well friggin' use it.
Oh, that Bless you hit us with feels so secular.
All right. So I'm gonna show all the portraits off real quick so you guys know what the party looks like, since some of you are new.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So here's a spicy Mike coming up here soon.
Yep, this is. Just note that this is the most athletic man you will ever meet, even though he may not look like it. He's a pretty athletic fellow.
He rolls real well, doesn't he?
Michael, I think we all agree. You're a stallion.
I mean, look at that facial hair. You can't get better than that.
It's pretty
Again,
good.
I will point out once again, very fat around the neck, but literally no body fat on his arms. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how that works, but hey, this is Pathfinder. This is how we do it.
That's because you're actually a well mastiff.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sir not
that's
appearing
weird.
tonight is Lug. He is our Goblin Ranger. He is not in this scene, however, but I will show you the picture for that. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you
he's a
what.
fun little guy.
I'll tell you what, Animal G, what it comes down to is that Bless, and then 5e comes around, and then Bless and Bane are the D4 additional. And I thought that was so cool. It's like for the first time, I thought, I've seen Bane change the course of a game in a
Sure
fight.
has.
Like,
Oh yeah.
and
That's,
now it's back down to the old ones where it's like, oh, -1, oh,
True.
-8, just +1. It's just not as good.
This is Clashes down below. He's a half orc. We'll say he's a pugilist. He's actually a rogue, but as you can see, he comes
a
equipped with
boxer.
a fanny pack, so that's nice.
Absolutely friggin' fantastic.
Wuffy and Wogue.
That's right. Then we also have Mr. Digbungle, who is our wild cleric dwarf.
He does not look like his picture anymore.
Has a pretty inaccurate picture now because he's got so many friggin' wild effects.
It's true. It's so true. And we would go through the list here, but look, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Just want to make sure everyone saw a little bit. So it
That
is
was my
now.
turn.
Are you done with your turn?
I'm all finished.
All right. So Spicy Mike, you moved with your held action, and now it's actually your turn. Hey, North of Valhalla,
Okay.
thanks for following. Much
Ooh,
appreciated.
thank you, North of
Thank you very
Valhalla.
much. I would also
That's
like to
pretty
point
cool.
out that thanks to everyone's help here, we blew past our 500 and we are on our way to 600 followers.
We are.
So thank you
That's
very
right.
much. For
That
the
put us at
friggin'
580.
support.
That's a
Hey,
party right there.
And while we're talking about followers real quick, if you all take time, Jeff, hit that YouTube or one of the mods. If you go over to
Got
YouTube
it.
and you subscribe to us there, when we hit a certain mile marker there, I think 200 subscribers, we're
200.
going to giving away a book.
Last I looked, we were at 139.
We're at 139.
All right.
Get over there, subscribe there too.
Yeah, pop it up. We have all of our backlog of pretty much all of our shows on there. We're getting our 5th edition game up there. We're getting all of our music show up there. We're getting all of our art show up there. We're getting all of this show on there. We've got a Dungeon Crawl Classics thing we did up there. We got a ton of stuff on there, including a panel we did over at C2E2 about how to homebrew games.
C2E2, absolutely.
That was a lot of fun.
It was real
All
fun.
right, back to the combat.
Spicy Mike.
So you said that there was reduced movement in here. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain in here. Yeah.
Okay, and that halves in this game?
It adds 5 to your cost of your movement. So instead of 5-foot square, it's a 10-foot square.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
inside of this tunnel is 15, so you'll have 1 step in 15, and then it'll be 10 after
so I get 1 more step, and that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna cheer you on. Okay, great. So now I can do that again.
Okay.
It's real tight in here. I don't know how your vision is in
Yeah,
here,
it's-
but it should be pretty shitty. It's very humid.
I should have my
I can
lights
see a little bit.
going
Yeah.
off on
Oops,
my,
I didn't mean to move.
There is a light source in here. You guys can tell there's a slight glow coming from the water.
I am also a light source.
And he is also
Oh,
a
yeah,
source
he's
of
very
light
light
in this
source.
dark world.
See, look,
All
it's his
right,
invisible heart.
The head of my cane is glowing.
Can't really do a whole lot here, unfortunately. Dad, honey, okay, yeah, no, I can't do that. All right, well, I'm just gonna make myself in front of Dr. Jasper Smoothhands because, again, if that guy dies, there's no friggin' chance for me surviving this. So we're just gonna stay in front of him, and
Okay.
I guess I don't really want to just burn that last action point, but I don't think I got much choice here.
Well, I don't think it's difficult terrain once you're through the tunnel, right?
Don't worry, Michael.
It
You're
is,
no with you.
Oh, it still
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's a little knotty
Yeah.
in here. It's hard to cast from a distance. Things will have cover for more than 5 feet away from you. That kind of
It
stuff.
was actually super difficult terrain in the tunnel because it was 15 per square instead
okay,
of
I
10.
see.
So it was
Yeah.
like super difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Like Jeff was making up levels of difficult terrain.
Nope, that's in the book.
I
I
will.
I shit you not. I don't remember what it's called, but it's in there. It's like hazardous
I'm
terrain
gonna-
or something.
No, I'm gonna stay there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
stay there, and I'm just gonna leave my last one. I
So
guess.
Spicy Mike
Gonna
comes
burn it.
clambering through the tunnel, attempting to get his fat body through,
Come on.
pulling up some mud.
What you calling fat? Have you seen these arms? There's no fat on these things.
That's why they move, and the rest of your body has to be dragged with them.
My neck, on the other hand, doesn't fit through nothing.
That's right. You get caught, you got a little grease on there, it gets you through. But it is now Clash's turn, who just took a big patchouli chomp from the wolves.
That wolf is he's gonna regret trying to take a bite out of the champ. So the champ moves up to the wolf, spending 1 action point.
Get him, Chomp.
Oh,
And that wolf, he's already scared. Now he's gonna be really scared.
he's definitely scared. I think that also
So,
applies to his
I'm scared for
AC
you.
as well, so.
What?
Yeah, I think it's also a penalty there.
But I have to faint.
It always
Make
sounds
him
like you're just gonna
flat-footed.
like lay down on a couch somewhere.
He's like, oh my,
Oh my
I
laptop!
do declare the vapors.
I do declare.
That was a pretty crappy roll, but it's versus his perception.
Versus my perception, plus 10. Nope, not enough.
Alright, fine. So I look like I faint. But instead I hit him.
Get him. Get him. Look at
That
that.
right there is a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Well, I do not get additional sneak attack damage, so he
All
takes
right.
5 right to his face.
5 damage.
What is going on over there?
So you get the old 1-2 punch ready to rock. You go to do your dip under and you throw a punch. I don't know. We got like a monk
I
robe
like that,
slumber party going on over there. It's hilarious.
I like that when Levi's children enter the room, they just look like friggin' Sith Lords in training.
I
walking
just
around with black robes
told
and
him.
shit.
He walks in the dark and he's all in black and he turns his back to the camera immediately and I'm like, he looks like a. I was like, he was walking by. He's like, you look like a Sith Lord. You look great.
Hey, thank you for subbing on YouTube there, Tick129. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank you
Ooh.
very much. I
We'll
very
get there.
much appreciate that.
The fine gentleman.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about doing a lot of giveaways in the future. So well, as we hit milestones, this fun stuff starts happening. If you're around, you're part of subscribing to the channel, you'll be eligible for
Yeah,
giveaways.
it's definitely 200 books. It's definitely
200
Yeah,
bucks.
200 bucks.
We'll have to check the
one
money
for each
funds
follower.
again. Good lord. So Clashes, you step up and you give this wolf a good shellacking. You put I think a minimal damage hit on him though.
It was minimal.
So you land it. He's cowering in the corner. Again, for those of you who weren't here for the original description, it's a hairless, giant, hulking wolf with no eyes. And Clashes, you
Very, very attractive.
there he is. You punch him square in the nose, and it lets out a and kind of cowers in the corner even further. So I think that's your round because you did a feint, you
Yeah,
moved, and you attacked.
That's right.
All right.
Real quick, I want to yell out, I'm very sorry, champ. Hold on. Ding, ding.
That's definitely the problem right there.
That it is. It's clearly Mutant Wolf number 2, being bopped in the nose and realizing he's alone and cowering in the corner, afraid. He is literally the caged wolf, afraid to do anything except for attack.
His fear wears off because
He
it's
is.
only a 1.
Not
So it'll
afraid.
last for a round.
His fear is worn off.
Despite all of his rage, he's still just like a wolf in a cage.
A wolf in the cage, indeed. So he goes ahead, and what does this thing do?
The way that fear works, whatever the number is, that's how many rounds it lasts, and it decreases by that number
Yep.
by 1 each round till it's 0. So since mine's only a 1, it only lasts 1 round.
Gotcha, perfect. Yeah, that is one of the nice things about Pathfinder. Just everything is automatically tracked via the rating of the effect. So what you notice now is that his mouth starts to ooze acid after you've busted him in the mouth, and now that he's kind of like realizing he's stuck in a corner, and so he snarls at you and leaps up and goes to bite. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Oh! Well,
Does he take the 20 critical damage from botching?
no. He
This
is
is me giving the wolf the hoof. He eats that. Suck
Well,
on that.
somebody in the chat gave me a hero point. I believe they know who they
Oh
are.
boy.
So I am going to re-roll the wolf's attack because
This
we
is
can't
gonna be-
let homie go down like that.
Whatever this is Pika's fault.
That is an AC of
Out.
21.
That's a hit.
Well,
All right.
My AC is 19, so he
Thank
All right.
God.
So it's not a crit, but you take 3 damage, and I got a D6 of acid damage coming your way as well.
Those criticals are huge.
Yeah, they are. I don't know why it's rolling that high, but so you take an additional 1 acid damage.
Oh, I like that. It's just a 1. I like it.
Yep. So that's attack number 1. He goes for a. See the trigger. The wolf dealt damage to the creature this turn. Okay, so because he has just bit you, he locks his jaws down on you like a
boy.
pit bull, and he apparently doesn't have to roll to attack with the tear ability here. So he does just a straight up 1d6 plus 2 slashing damage.
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna just make that a flat d6 because I'm tuning things down for this fight. 5, but you also have 1 persistent acid damage on you now.
Oh, that's pretty gross.
Yeah. So we'll give that a.
He made the mistake.
Grimy
He grabbed
effect.
the guy who has Titan Westlaw as a feat. He's going down.
Let's give that a ugly color thing. Yeah, let's do that one. So we'll know you have that. So that's his 2 attacks. I'm gonna try one more bite with the minus 10. So subtract 10 from this roll. That's a miss. So
Negative sucks.
he's got a
Is that
bite
a-
on you. He's got
Is that a
hold your arm.
critical miss by missing by more than 10?
Yes. Yes, it is actually.
Nice.
Does that mean something?
It does.
If you're more than 10 over or less than 10, it's critical in Pathfinder.
That
2.
is correct.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At all times. Yeah, you don't have to roll a 1 or 20. It's by
I
10.
roll on that. That was a 4.
That is- I
I'm
kinda
gonna
like
re-roll
that.
it
That's
with
kinda
my other
nice.
action point since we got one of those. So let's
Crits
try
are
that
always
again.
very hard to come by in other systems, so this is
Yeah.
you can actually tech
Well,
out.
that
for
also
critting.
means that a big enough bad guy can straight crit
16 minus
constantly.
Miss.
So that's just a normal miss.
Probably a guy you should not be fighting.
All right, so that mutant wolf too takes a giant chunk out of Clash's, and the acid is oozing all over your body, all down your arm. You can feel it, like you can hear it sizzling on your armor, and just really ripping into it. The wolf almost bit its own leg, but it thought second of it. Through the intervention of the chat's hero points, the wolf somehow was more capable of.
Was that a 6
survival.
attack? So is that Clash's armor is a 16?
My armor class is 19, so he
So it's
fails
still a
to-
negative 10.
Oh, it is still okay. It is still a botch.
Still enough. Yeah.
So that is a critical failure. So we will say that the wolf does bite itself for 5 damage.
Yes!
And he persistently.
Hey, wolf!
All
You're a
right.
bad puppy.
He is a bad puppy. Sticky Mr. Dick Bungle. It's your turn.
Oh, they call me Sticky Dick Bungle. All right.
Good call there, PDX Bug. Good call.
Do you have a line of sight on that one right there?
Yeah, just because of what I was describing before with the ceiling being covered in roots and everything, they do get cover, which is part of the reason why it's a little hard to hit. But
All right. Well, then I'll move through friendly to 1, 2.
it is blind. That's true. It's got tremor sense apparently, according to his chart.
3. Am I in
Motion
melee
sense.
for that one that's got all swamp thing to the ceiling?
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I
you're.
am, or I don't want to be there. All right. From there, do I have a shot?
You do. When you're within 10
Alright.
feet, it doesn't have cover. So we'll go ahead
Oh,
and let you give it your
alright.
normal shot there.
Divine Lance! I'm going to roll it
Oh.
on the for real, because the digital dice are fickle. All right, so dice says 15.
Okay.
So
That sounds good.
What does that add to that? Divine Lance. Is it my spell attack?
That would be the one.
Where is that? Oh, plus 6. I got a 21.
That's a hit.
What do I even roll? It's a D4 plus spellcasting modifier.
You know, this is wild because you had to ask how do I roll damage because it's probably the first time he's hit with this, I think.
I hit one other time. Let's see here. And my wisdom is now a 2. 5.
5
points
damage.
of damage.
All right.
Ah!
The light comes down from wherever these chains have been coming from. Oh shit, we got a redemption for a wild effect.
Oh,
from
boy,
Animal
basic wild
G21,
Oh.
the basic one. So it's the little guy off the other book.
All right. So
We'll apply it to the spell here, but the light comes descending down from the sky. Hey, Defender's a
my
kobold.
Oh, man. DM
defenders are
Chuck and some
kobolds
kobolds
here.
just raided.
Welcome,
Thank
welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the show, Chuck.
kobolds.
The boys are engaging in a fight with some evil wolves that look like they've been covered in tumors, and they're blind and hairless in this nasty, stinky cave with a dead, rotting wolf near them.
It's very.
It's
It's
very
actually
true.
very tragic. They're all rescues, and this is like druid adoption event.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
never gonna find
Yeah.
a good home now. It's just not.
It's
gonna
not
happen.
going well for the
It's not gonna
puppet.
We
It's
are
misunderstood,
actually here
really.
to euthanize them. That's why we're here.
Yeah, so Pertisa, thanks for coming. I appreciate you, fellow dung farmer. We've got
yeah, okay.
Goran Starborn,
There's
Malazera?
so many.
Malazera?
I'm gonna go
yeah. Malazera?
Malays. I'm gonna.
Malazera.
Let's get a pronunciation in the chat, please.
Malazera.
I like it.
We want to do this right for you.
Oh, yeah. And a glowy, slimy pond. That's true. There is that down
Yes,
in
there's
there.
a glowy slimy. That's
There's been a lot of emphasis on that glowy, slimy pond.
So,
you know
There's
something
nothing
terrible.
good in that pond.
oh, this is actually a good effect for once. A
Oh,
spectral
oh my.
shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you a +2 bonus to AC and immunity to magic missile.
Just
Man,
in
can I
case.
just
Get
screw
a
up that wolf's
shield.
turn? It was so gonna magic missile you this turn.
That's
right.
Yeah, it's a minute.
Melazera is what we got.
Melazera.
Nice.
Got it.
Melazera. I like it. So yeah, as you're looking, you see. Let's get fun with this. The vines that came down and grabbed that wolf are in that kind of area near you, and you see 7 more vines come descending down
Oh my
and
gosh.
start to uncoil and wrap themselves up into a circular shape that is covering your flank. It takes on more and more intricate details as it kind of weaves the vines together, and little small thorns protrude from it. 7 of them pop out as like long hooks, and it's just floating there, and it's moving as you see as the wolf is like moving. Anytime the attacks are coming, you see that the vines are kind of shifting.
It's like tracking them. It's like
The unknown is here. I've been shielded.
Anything else from you there, Mr. Big
Fucking
Bungle?
dog.
If that was your turn, we're going to move on to the poor unfortunate mutant wolf who's been picked up and dragged into the ceiling. I'm going to make another roll here on athletics. And Levi, make me another d20 roll. So I got a 20.
I roll, the dice says 11. Am I adding 11 to it?
Yeah, so we tied. So on this action, the wolf tries to break free, but it's like a stalemate. You can see it's digging and clawing at the ground, and it's like being sucked back up into the ceiling. And I'm going to make one more try at that.
This hoof's for you, you stupid dog.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a 29.
I gotta beat that?
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, not today. 2.
Okay. So with that roll, the wolf manages to break free for the time being and hits the ground. So that's 2 of its actions taken.
You're not welcome.
It's going to move back into the corner with its brethren, I think. It's going to be going this way. And you see those vines are following it back there. Getting in there.
All right. That's nice of them.
Yo,
Very nice of them.
PDX has a point. Does he have Bless? Does his +1 from Bless save him on the tie?
No, he's outside of Bless.
Oh, yeah, he is outside the range of Bless. We got the yellow aura there. Good.
Thanks for the help there, PDX. We appreciate you.
Good point. That is an
I
excellent
don't
point.
need bless. I have the unknown. I have my own faith, and it is not secular.
And Bless is only 2 attack rolls.
Oh, okay. Dr. Jasper Smoothhands, it is your turn.
Well, they're so smooth. Have you seen them?
I'll
They're
just
like glass.
start it up
I've
along the
felt
wall
them.
here and
You know.
walk around up to my friend Clashius and see if I can do something about these horrible acidy bite wounds. I do not believe
Acid bite wounds.
I had used my battle medicine on him, and that is quite good.
Ooh.
I almost crit you. It's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame.
Hey, do you have any ideas of how you would neutralize an acid?
Well, I'd
You'll
have
have to urinate
base.
on it.
compound in one of my healing
That's
kits
not a bad idea.
on my bandolier.
You
that I
love
keep
your
on my
friend, you pee on him. We all know this.
You might have got any baking soda.
So you said you got a healing kit?
Soda.
I do have a healer's kit, yes. It's on my bandolier, and it's what I needed to do in order to make it in these battle medicine checks.
Okay, give me one more roll of medicine. We'll see if it's in there. If you got enough.
The real question is
All right, well, in the meantime, he at least heals
15
15
hit
on
points.
that, and we will...
Nicely done.
That is any better I can do than that is a natural 20, so let's see what happens.
so,
I'm just seeing if I can get you to burn off the...
Oh!
I
Nice!
definitely need some milk. That would
All right.
help too. That's
Yeah.
a good point there,
I'm
I'm
dog.
starting to think this second level strange healer thing he's being is like almost one of his better healers
Oh,
he's
it's-
ever played.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, no. This will never,
dog.
ever hold a candle to
you
save
may
it.
have a healer
It was
kit.
the
What
most
you need
ridiculous
is
healer I've
alcohol
ever
kit.
made.
Yeah, Burn Dog 83, yes, he definitely needs some milk. I don't think they brought any with them. But
No.
you do realize that the mixture of honey and some stuff in your bandage kit does provide an effect of
Yeah,
a
definitely give
base.
us some of that there. And,
And,
here,
Just some mud on that, honey.
And you
Yeah,
are
so-
able to neutralize the poison while you're working your magic with your smooth hands.
Oh, that's what my mama always said, and feeling extra inspired by that, I will just go ahead and give a little bit of thanks to Sarah and Ray and boost that bless another 5 feet.
Excellent. All right, that leads us
Not
up
the
to
devil.
Spicy Mike.
I would just
Oh,
like
I'm
you
so
to know
friggin'
that
spicy.
you just
Okay.
He is a spicy Michael.
All right, so basically, I got 2 squares worth of movement here because of this freaking slowdown crap we got going on. So I'm gonna move over here.
The biggest reason why you haven't
The
taken
range.
damage.
Also, the reason why I haven't done any friggin' damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Just teleporting
okay,
everywhere.
so I'm gonna smack this guy right over here.
Give him the old beat down.
We're gonna give him the old 1-2. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. All right, so we are gonna do a flurry of blows.
Oh,
We're gonna flurry. So attack number 1 with a comma.
Give him the
Drop
old one,
blows
too.
on it.
That
Oh,
was not so bad.
23 definitely
23 to
hits.
hit.
And you
That
get
hits.
the +1 to that in case that happens to be a.
It's not enough for a crit, but it is. It's a good
Okay.
hit.
Okay, and then we're gonna hit a second time because this is a flurry of blows. Let's see if this one works. Oh, think about it. Oh, that was not so
A
good. That
6.
was not so great.
A 6 is not going to do it.
That's okay. So we're gonna roll the damage on the first one here.
It's weird your dice don't
There's
tumble on
that.
the screen. So the first one you do 8 damage with your comma. So Spicy Mike snaps
true.
apart his T-square into 2 hooked blades and goes in for the old slashy. The first one goes across nice and clean, raking across the midsection of this hairless, disgusting looking wolf, ripping off. Yeah, it is a crit fail on the second one. That's correct.
Oh, fantastic.
So Cam, do you have any action point or hero points or anything? Nope. So unless
Has redeemed any for us tonight.
give a very short moment here for somebody to give him a hero point if you'd like to, but otherwise we're about to describe a
Well.
crit fail.
Well, let's hold on a second here. So before that one technically strikes, a stunning fist does come into play.
Okay.
So let's just make sure that at least happens
He's
before I fall.
tricking ya,
I
fam.
like
If
fall
what
into
he
this
does-
this
if,
puddle
uh,
here.
steps in and he's like, oh, but I got a ninja trick from
Yeah.
her.
If
He
that
also
bless
gets-
boosts his attack to a +1 as a 7, if that's not a crit fail, I'm not sure.
It still is, yeah.
All right.
So you come in, you hit him with the first one, 8 damage comes raking across his flesh, and it's like you got a piece of him a little bit further than you expected, and it's thrown off your balance a little bit for this next attack.
That's true.
But as you're hitting, let's see what your stunning fist thing is.
So you gotta do a fortitude save against a DC of 18.
Now, is it if either hits, or does it have to be both hits?
Either one.
Okay, and what
As long
did you
as
say the
one of
number
them
was?
hits. 18.
18. All right, let's see.
Yep,
Where's his
that's the one.
fortitude?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This
I
freaking guy.
I got a 22.
That's
So
okay.
the stunning does not land as vicious as the strike was, and the
Alright,
follow
well.
through. You come in raking, and we're gonna say your left hand is your second attack, which brings it in a wide arc. Roll another d20 for me.
Okay, let's try this out. This ought to be terrible. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that!
And-
Love you,
Nat
digital
one.
dice. Thank you so
That's-
much. So
that's
glad I
my
decided to
number.
use you tonight.
All right, so you overswing like you're gonna
You
hit
die.
clashes.
You just plain die.
And good lord, it kind of hooks around like you overshoot it coming in, like you're going, like you're gonna gut clashes, and so you yank
I
your
don't wanna do
arm
that.
towards your body, to try to keep from hitting him, and fall flat on your face, and the blade hooks right in your stomach as you land on it.
Oh!
God
So
damn.
just do the base weapon damage to yourself.
It's because my stomach is so friggin' big.
So we're gonna make you a little,
Just the base weapon damage, you
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Oh,
I'll make you.
I rolled the minimum of 5.
All right.
Or wait, does that
Just
is
the
it
die.
Just the weapon?
Just the weapon
okay,
die.
so I
We
do
won't bring
1
straight into
damage
it.
to my fat
Yeah.
stomach.
That's
that's not
but
so
you
bad.
are prone, so that'll take an
Prone?
action to stand up. Yep,
Can I do anything from prone, or am I done?
you can. The condition of prone, if I'm not mistaken, has some things it does to you. See,
I'm
prone.
sure that it does, because that's gonna be terrible.
So prone, it says, if you're laying on the ground, you are
It was an
flat-footed.
outie, but now it's an innie.
You're a flat-footed individual. You have a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls. The only move actions you can use while you're prone are crawl and stand. Standing up ends the prone condition. You can take cover while prone to hunker down and gain cover against ranged attacks. And if you don't have an object to get behind, gaining a +4 bonus to AC against ranged. So basically,
Okay.
yeah. And crawling, I believe, is like really inefficient. So it'd be like what you did before. But yeah, so flat-footed
I have a
and
minus,
-2 to
you
attack.
said to anything I'd want to do, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, because I did hit on that
Cut
one
off his
before I
belly button.
completely killed myself, I can make a trip as an action if I would like to. So
You
I would
sure
like to
did.
try to-
Pull up ninja
I would
tricks.
like to try to trip this fellow.
Okay.
What was my negative?
Next thing you know, he's gonna cast
Minus
fireball
two.
out of his eyes.
I don't.
Got a
got
ninja
that one.
trick for that.
-2.
-2. Okay. What was it? Athletics check.
Versus
Gonna
my
give it a
fortitude
-2.
plus. Yep.
20 friggin' 1. That's not so bad.
That's enough. So
Alright.
you stumbling
Laying
as
on the
you-
ground, he just reaches out and goes, whack.
when you fall down and land on your own thing, your hook was still in the wolf, and you just basically, as you fall, you're just hanging on to your comma and just yank down, and it tumbles down and eating dirt as it bites into the ground,
Like that.
ripping itself free from Clashes without pain, and finding him on the ground. All right, so Clashes' turn.
So
Champ.
the wolf is on the ground.
He is. He's flat-footed.
It's all nuts.
Ready for primetime Rogan.
I'd like to use my feat of Titan Wrestler,
Okay.
and I would like to grab one wolf and beat the other wolf with it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. How did this work?
It
That's
says here,
Guys with their guys.
I
It's
can
a
attempt to
proven
shove.
tactic.
So as a shove-like maneuver, I will grab one wolf and just beat the other with it unmerciful.
Okay, so make an athletics check to see if you can wrestle.
Merciful.
Where's the old skill section?
I did the 27.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna do.
How much damage does a wolf do to another wolf?
That's a good question. Let me think for just a moment. See if
I
there's
think
any.
they have
rule.
resistance to wolf.
You think so?
They could have immunity. They are wolves.
Don't see any rules built into the game, so I'm gonna make a house call. So
Oh, you mean there's not rules in the game for when a wolf hits another wolf
I know,
as
it's-
swung by a player?
it's really
That is
strange.
shocking. That
So
is shocking.
let's because it's fun and I like the feel of it. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you a D4 plus your strength, but it's gonna apply to both wolves.
Okay, so just a gauntlet roll, because it's the same thing.
Yep. Oh.
So that's,
All right.
I did 5.
Okay. And since that guy was flat-footed, we'll give that to you too, as a sneak attack.
I did
so,
8.
So it's gonna be 8 to both of them. So
That's my first action point.
so is it 22 minus 8 is what? That's Why can I not do math all of a sudden? 24. Yes.
He's gonna keep
No, not
shoving
24.
him.
14. What am I thinking? An 8 on that one brings me down to 37. Yep, there we go. Now I can do math. Yeah, so you bash them together.
So-
You hear this like awful clunk sound as their heads bash into each other, and blood is just kind of oozing out a little bit there. Yeah, stop hitting yourself in Ace Ventura voice.
And for my
true.
last action point, I would like to beat the wolf with the other wolf again.
Okay.
Or -4. I
Yep.
think it's -4.
Still within my bless, so -3.
I will say, and a wolf as a weapon is not, in fact, a. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I could have tried
Train.
-8 there. It is not an agile weapon, I would say. So it is going to be
Oh,
-5.
probably not. I mean, the weapon is agile, just not.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
It just got real agile.
Okay.
Oh, wolf paste.
So roll that again and give me
please.
the crit damage from it.
All right.
Good grief.
We're gonna spackle the walls with these dogs, right?
So he takes that's 9 plus 14. That would be 23 damage to the wolves.
23 damage.
That's pretty good. Holy cow.
Because
Damn.
you do not
All right.
fuck with the champ.
You could describe the death of one of them. The one who was the weapon. He is definitely dead. The other one is at.
I grab this wolf by his mangy, hairless tail, and I just whip him around. Just boom! The first hit the other wolf, and the other wolf just tumbled down. But the second time I hit him, the wolf's head just comes clean off, and I'm just standing looking at my headless wolf.
Much like the first time you dealt with these acid wolves, This one's head has been removed, and it goes skidding across into the darkness there, spinning like a top with blood and stuff just oozing out of its neck like a sprinkler. You see the other one.
Spicy Mike, and he says, they don't build wolves like they used to.
You're right about that one, champ. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, God. And you see the other wolf now is like just beaten to shit in the corner. Just cowering now, looking real rough. So that is a devastating turn by Clashes, the killer of wolves. And it is Mutant 2. Is that the other? Mutant 2's dead, so he's done. So Sticky Dick Bungle.
They call me. All right.
Someone just got him a new coat. Yep. Yeah, gross
Someone did
coat.
just get a new friggin' coat.
I don't think anybody wants to wear that coat. That coat is it's pretty gross. Am I still freezing because I'm full of snow?
Yeah, it's filling up your boots.
Oh,
It's like getting in there.
Christ. Oh, it's in all my crevices. I'm freezing all my
Your
bits.
beard is getting sticky. Hey, thanks for the follow, PDX Bug. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much for that follow. Again, just that much closer to 600. That's very nice.
We're getting there.
Right.
We're getting there.
All right. I don't suppose I have a shot, do I?
Hey, Burndog83, thank you very much for the follow.
Another one closer.
Thank you
that's
for the
very
follow,
nice.
Burndog
Thank you.
83.
Thank you, Abby. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
You got a shot. You'd have cover, but yeah, you got a shot.
All right. Well, I'll take it then. So
Give
the
it
one
a
that's on the
go.
ground that just got beat with its friend, I'll just Divine Lance.
Yeah, so the one that's still alive. The other one's dead. I just haven't.
I hit an 18.
An 18. Yes, that will hit.
And
I'm
that
drunk,
did a whopping 4 points of damage.
All right.
A whole lot, yeah.
Excellent. So what'd you do to attack him? You Divine Lanced him?
Divine Lance out of the hoof.
Excellent. So again, from up where the vines are, you see this bright light come shining down from the sky, and it streaks into like a blade shape as it pierces through the mutant wolf. And you see blood and viscera just pouring out from the back of him. Chunks of his skin come sloughing off, and it is now time to see what he has left in the tank. Unless you have other actions. I think that's your action.
No, and I do not adopt. All right.
It's a good move.
Not interested.
Oh,
This crew bringing Bogey in for the scene. We're killing his species.
It's not the friggin' same. It's not the friggin' same.
I forgot about this ability
I mean,
that
look at
triggers on a crit, so there is something that did happen. Let's read from
Uh-oh. We're gonna die.
Clashes, I need you to make a reflex save.
Get off me.
Okay, good. So what happened was, when you crit that wolf, it burst those pustules that are on its body, along with when its head came off and it started spinning like a top. Acid just basically shot out of these wounds and out of the base of the neck and started spraying towards you, but you jump out of the way just in time.
Acid party.
Yeah, the other wolf he's seeing he is in his last moments, so he's going to just try to take a bite out of Clashes.
Oh boy.
That is a 22.
What sort of bullshit module is this where things have death effects already?
It was just a crit effect. It was not a death effect, but you did enough damage, it became a death effect. So, do I hit on a 22? I assume, right?
No, you totally missed.
Excellent. So that is 7 damage plus a d6 of poison. Let's see. Roll 1d6. All right. So that was a total of 4 acid damage and the 7 of the regular bitey damage. And again, he's got that tear ability. So if his last action was a bite, he just gets to free bite again.
Oh,
Which is brutal. And it's another 6 damage.
Friend.
And that also gives you the persistent acid damage. So you get 1 acid damage on top of that, and the persistent effect is back. That is freaking nasty. And then he's going to try one more with his -10 to hit here. With his,
I hope
extra
we don't lose armament. Well, I don't think Colossius wears a great deal of
An
armor.
11 is that 10 below your armor class? I don't think it is.
My armor class is 19.
All right, so the wolf takes a bite out of you like the last time, chomps in, starts ripping your flesh out, and pumping some acid into that wound. You feel it just, again, scoring the edge of your armor as it drips off and singes the ground. And then he rips off, and as he goes back to like lash again, you can see if he had eyes, they would be burrowing into your soul right now. But instead, these two empty eye sockets are staring you dead in the face. As it is preparing for whatever it does next round. But for now,
You're getting one-eyed willied.
you see that the vinage that was holding it before is now moving towards it, grabbing a hold of its hind legs, and is going to be giving it some penalties to its AC. It is flat-footed. So Dr. Jasper Smoothhands.
This sounds so smooth.
Just a Josh.
Seeing it go full clashes once again, like the ravenous beast it is, I will hold a finger to my forehead and look at him and sit, boy. And cast Daze.
Nice. Is that a will save? DC 18.
A will save.
Okay.
And a DC's 18.
I botched.
So it takes, I believe, what is it? Target must attempt basic will save. Target fails. Stunned for 1 round. And it takes damage equal to my ability modifier, which I believe is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8.
Okay. All right.
And that was 2 actions. What how does Pathfinder treat taking like a 2-action cantrip and then making an attack?
It's fine. It's I see what you're asking. We'll treat it as a second attack in the round.
It would be treated like a second attack?
I don't know what the rule is exactly. We'll look it up after game, but I'm going to treat it as a second attack.
Like, I could technically pull out my hand crossbow right now and take a shot at this thing.
Yeah, go for it. Let's just treat it as a second attack.
All right. Let's be a negative.
Stunned. We have a cool icon for stunned. It won't matter. You're going to kill him here, it looks like.
I might miss. I don't have an amazing...
Come on, Jasper. Be positive.
We'll go with that.
All right, that is a 15 minus 4. Yeah, no, that's like an 11.
Okay, so you missed, but at this point you said he's stunned for how long?
For 1 round. Stunned 1. So I guess that's 1 round.
Okay, I was going to just say we can narrate the end of this, but since there is a potential that he might survive, albeit terribly low, we'll go ahead and roll it out. So Jasper Smoothhands puts up his fingers to his forehead, does his best, Xavier, and you see that just blood starts trickling out of the ears of this wolf as it like slinks down and tumbles to its knees onto its like face on the dirt, and then he takes his crossbow out and goes to shoot, but the arc of the arrow hits one of the roots in the roof and sticks there before hitting the wolf. And it is now Spicy Mike.
Hey, Jeff.
That's
Real
me.
quick.
Okay, here we go.
What's up,
You
Dustin?
don't roll for the wolf till his turn, and if he critically fails, he's stunned 1 again.
Okay.
So he's automatically stunned, and then you crit failed, so he's stunned actually 2.
Oh, nice.
It'll go at extra.
No,
See
Daze
it?
doesn't stun unless it's a crit fail.
It was a crit fail. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, so he's stunned 1.
Gotcha.
He's not stunned 2.
All right. So,
Okay.
Spicy Mike.
Okay, so which one of these guys is still alive and which
The one in the back.
closer
Yeah.
one is the one is dead, right?
He's dead, yeah. I'll just move him off the page. Move him down
Okay.
here. There you
Fantastic. Well, then I'm just gonna step over here.
go. Mind bullet, yeah.
Boom. And we're gonna give him the old 1-2. That's what we're gonna. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I gotta stand up first. I
Yep.
forgot. I was laying prone.
Yeah,
I
we'll
stand
take the
up.
little icon
That's
off.
1. And then I will use a move.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna give him the 1-2.
Yeah, because you got the ability
We're
to spend
gonna
1
use
action
these,
point to get 2 attacks.
We're gonna use this these digital dice again. Give them a chance tonight, but they've been mediocre at best. All right, so here's the first one. That's not terrible. We can go with that. Okay. Righty. So 21.
2.
21 is definitely a
22
hit.
because
Yeah, the
Blessed.
music's still on, by the way. It's
Okay.
just a quiet part, I think.
what's that? I'm sorry.
There's chat's asking me about where the music went. There is
Oh.
apparently a bass drum I'm hearing going dong, dong, dong. It's like really quiet. Yeah, you hit for 8,
All right.
which is enough to kill this wolf. So go ahead and tell
It
me
was
how
enough.
he
Okay.
dies.
All right, so I get the old righty comma because that's the strong arm there. And we're going to go, because we generally sweep the leg. That's what we do. We sweep the
Every
leg.
time.
Johnny!
So we sweep the leg, Johnny, and we're just going to go ahead and say, oh, we just swung real hard, and we sliced all 4 legs off, and he bleeds acid to death. How about that?
Nice. All right, so you take his leg out. He flips up in the air and pastes
Take
against
all
the
his
wall.
legs out.
And his carcass goes slapping up against the wall, like wet and squishy, and then slinks back down onto the dirt with a... And you can see just like blood. The blood that's pouring out of these wolves is just...
Disgusting.
It's strange looking. It doesn't look like blood. It looks like chemical slurry coming out of it.
That's why you're a rescue. No one wants ya.
For the sake of just getting us through to some more content, I'm just going to say that the acid will do 1 more damage to Clashus and then works itself out. And we'll just drop into roleplay from here.
That's because
All
it was
right,
afraid of
okay.
my orc ferocity. It was going to try to take me to 0, only to find out it can't.
How similar to the things that are oozing out of these carcasses is that liquid to the liquid in the little weird puddle thing over there that looks funky?
Well, you're looking at the water. Earlier, the nat 20 rolled by Dick Bungle is why I revealed that it was looking oily. But just to the casual look, it's really hard to tell if there's anything wrong with it. But if you get real close
Previously,
up
when I
on it,
saw this, it did look vaguely oily.
Yeah.
If I had not expressly said that before.
if you're up there looking really close to the water, you can go ahead and give me a perception check.
I would like to do
I'll
that.
I will absolutely freaking do that. Let's see what we got here. Digital dice. Trying to roll, but taking its time.
Yeah, it's really
There it
slow
is.
to.
All right, we got a 24.
24.
not
That's
so bad.
plenty good.
24.
Yes,
you got 24.
Animal G,
I got
that would be
15,
correct.
sorry.
It will definitely include Sticky in its reversal. If you do reverse Dick Bungle's name with the cash in.
Oh my.
We'll have to figure out a way to actually find the image for that Levi apparently sent me that I never realized I had. And we'll put it up there this next time you flip it. But
Again.
so it was Spicy Mike that rolled up there. You go up and you start sniffing the water. It is very acrid smelling. And
Oh, that's not so good.
there is a bit of the same smell coming from the wolves. As you're
Is
kind of
it
looking.
clear enough, or like, is this just like a puddle, where it's like a couple inches deep, or is this like?
It's about like a
Like
foot and a half, maybe. And
All
you'll
right, I'm
see
gonna
there's a little bit
take-
of water coming in from like a bubbling kind of inlet there in the rocks.
Is there anything in it, or is it just like a puddle of nasty?
It's hard to see really the bottom of it. It's kind of muddy, glowy kind ofness. But
All right.
if you were to guess, there's really nothing in there probably.
All right, I take Mom
Mm.
and
Yeah.
a stick. I stick her. Mom, you're gonna scout this out for us, and I stick her in the pool.
Okay.
As far as she'll go down, so I can gauge the depth.
It's
so me
pretty.
mom can gauge the depth of the hole.
It's pretty shallow. It's like a foot and a half all around.
Thank you. Also, I just wanted to test this strange material. Is it acid resistant?
It's an interesting question you have there. What you do notice is roll a d20 for me.
Did anybody?
I love
Did anybody-
rolling d20. A natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, that's one. No, I was waiting for him to say one.
I really thought it was gonna be a 1 as well. So you stick your warhammer that a previous wild effect turned into a weird, mysterious plastic that you've never seen before.
I don't know what this is. It's strange.
I don't know what that is.
You stick it in there, and you can see that there is kind of like a sizzling after a little while.
Oh,
But it's
Mom,
like very slight, but it doesn't seem to do anything to your warhammer.
I rub it in some mud just to neutralize it. Oh, Mom, hold
That's
on.
a disgusting taste. Oh my god.
I'll just give you it's just a facelift. Here, just clean it up. Here, like,
What's wrong with you, Dick Bungle? Well, you don't do this to your mother.
And I shove it back in the bag.
Listen,
Just cover her up.
I'm not
Nothing
telling you
freaking
all
happened.
what to do or nothing, but you should probably check it for lightning serpents. The last time there was a pool of water, there was a lightning serpent.
That sounds like a very good
That's
idea to
not
me.
incorrect.
And I'm gonna move to the center of the room and cast detect magic.
Okay. Yeah, you guys spend some time looking at things. Is anyone gonna like get in the water or touch it, bottle it, do any of these sorts of things?
After seeing his mama smoking, no sir.
Okay, if not, then we can. You will spend some time kind of looking it over, inspecting it, and really, what you just discover is that, in fact, this is some form of polluted water. Wherever this spring comes from must be where this is the chemical slurry is coming from. But this is definitely what seems to be affecting these local wolves.
So are you saying that we have to swim down through the chemical water to the source?
You
That's
said
a very
that.
bad
You
idea.
said that. Mama says hammers are grumpy because they are hungry, but ain't got no teeth. That's so
Now,
good. Burn dog ate
Dig,
pretty nice.
being with your dwarven ancestry, would you happen to know if this might be a underground spring, or we might be able to find it?
Yeah, roll me a lore.
I assume.
Throw me a lore.
Dr. Deathbow, I don't want to be the one who has to say this, but the spring is most certainly underground.
Well,
That's hard to say.
hope
it's
we get
clearly,
something that
as Flash
requires
says,
somewhere
coming from
else.
Spring.
Jasper, Doctor, it could be, it might not be, but I think the question is, do we want to stay here or not?
You think that we came down to this tree for nothing?
All right, well, I check around for like hidden ways to escape this room.
And may I make a anatomy or lore check just to kind of look over the cause of death for the huge wolf, not the
Mhm.
ones we fought, but the other dead body that was in here?
Yeah, both of you guys, Levi, you go ahead and roll a perception, and Jasper, with it, hands, go ahead and make me either a medicine or a nature check, whichever one's
Nope.
better for you.
That's a 2.
Yeah, you don't see any other ways except for the hole that opened up in the roof. And actually, after you killed that wolf, the vinage rips it up and pulls it up towards the ceiling, and basically squeezes the blood out of it into a puddle on the ground before taking the juiced remains up into the tree,
That's freaking
and the
awesome.
dirt seals
Fertilizer.
behind it.
This tree is like a ninja. It juices wolves. It's like a juice ninja for dogs.
And that was a 12 on the medicine check.
A 12 on the medicine. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's in a pretty advanced state of decay right now. I mean, looking at it, though, it doesn't have any obvious, like, bite wounds or any stab wounds or anything of the sort. It doesn't look like it's starved to death or anything like that. It may have just been that the pustules and disease that it had picked up had been too severe for it.
This wolf clearly committed suicide the moment it saw me.
Oh.
Absolutely. That's definitely what happened.
It saw me, and it decided to drink the water. Because it was like, that's it. So,
Well, perhaps our ranger friend might have an idea where we could find the source from this at.
All right, let's leave.
Well,
Okay.
do we have? Is there like a stick in here that we can, like a long stick, maybe like a 10-foot pole? I don't know.
you
something
can't
like that
play
in
fetch
here?
with it. It's dead.
The age-old practice of poking the corpse.
Well, I was gonna see if maybe there was like a little swimming area underneath this puddle here. I don't know what's in there. I'm gonna poke around
Dick Bungle already did.
all the way to the back to see if it was like tunneled under there.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You guys spent some time there.
Nope.
You searched it out. What you can tell is that basically there's just cracks in the rocks, but nothing to swim through. That you could tell that's where the water source is coming into this cave.
Nuala,
Aye.
Interesting.
What is
there's a spring or there's a water source coming in through the ground into the bottom of that tree. Would you perchance know the way that it would have come from in the first place?
This is a good question. Whatever action you took down there seemed to have flushed a few more out. And you see behind her and some of the snares around the tree, there are 2 more wolves that have been snared up and are hanging by their necks in the trees.
Oh my.
Are they dead?
They're dead. It is a shame that these animals have been so corrupted by whatever this is, but these springs that feed this area would be deep. I suspect if you say there's a pothole in there with something foul, it would have to be coming
very
from
foul.
a
I would
central
dare
aquifer.
say expressly it was also slightly oily.
Oily, you say?
Oh, I would say that.
Did it have a smell? And you describe the smell to her. This
Yes,
is not
the
natural.
smell was like a blah 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 blah.
These are alchemist supplies, by my guess.
Ooh.
These could be experimentation done on the animals, or just runoff, perhaps. I would guess where I have seen most of the blight, there's been one water source that feeds the area. It will be a long travel. It's about a full day if we do nothing but walk. No stopping for food, no rest.
But
Well, I don't
I have
believe
a feeling this water source ain't going nowhere. We could take 2 days and take some rest.
I perchance agree. The champ's got a great point. I say we head that direction till we find an appropriate camping site, or at least the least worst camping site we can find.
Yes, this sounds very, very good. I will take you where I have seen fewer of these problems, and where men do not trek, and we will set camp.
That's
And,
a good idea.
much obliged, Nuala.
She starts leading you off towards some clearings in the woods away from this area.
And we camp.
And you guys camp.
We are totally gonna friggin'
I
camp
will
now.
spend some time treating a good friend Classius' wounds.
Dig bungle.
Oh man, I just noticed. I only took like 1 hit point.
I find a stump and I roll it up,
myself.
and then I take my hands and I spike the gloves on it, yank them off.
Nice. Yeah, you guys spend about an hour walking away from this area before the foliage of the leaves looks normal again, and where the bark isn't this weird blackish peeling goo. And the smell is returning back to a normalish. You're seeing a lot less insects out here as well. And Nuala starts off to start a fire. Gentlemen, I must say thank you for the work you have done. It would have taken me months to eliminate these wolves, if ever. My understanding is mostly hero types require money, but I do not carry a coin purse. But what I do carry is knowledge of these woods. If you should
That
help
seemed
me
pretty
finish
valuable.
this, I will teach you some tricks, some things I don't know about how to survive in these places. Techniques.
Good night there, Dan Protista. Did
Yeah.
you die tonight, by the way?
Good
Hope you lived.
Sir.
Did you die? We need to know before you leave, Dan. Did you die?
Why is
You should find- Fine. You could watch Dan and the other kobolds over at Defenders of
Oh.
Kobold, and
Oh,
Dan
okay.
dies every episode, pretty much.
I did
Oh, he
tiny
didn't die this
I
time.
hate
dungeon.
him,
Nice.
so.
It's pretty classic, yeah. Maybe next time. All right, well, glad you're still alive.
All right.
Josh, if you're taking off too, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Be sure to check out our
Thank you very
Discord
much.
and our YouTube before you go.
Yes,
Here's our
please.
YouTube.
Yes, yes, please.
And here's our Discord. So we do a lot of shows. If you haven't seen, look down below in the panels, and you're going to see all of our weekly lineup. We have a talk show, which next week we're going to be talking to Dave from Nerdarchy. So that's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be talking about conventions and the one he was looking to start, among other things. We also have a music show. We got an art show. We got this show. We also have a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game that Levi runs. It's a homebrew.
I do.
And we're going to be doing some other stuff this week. We got a Shadowrun game going on tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Oh yeah.
run by one of the writers of the game. So come check that out.
Crazy awesome.
And we are also, what am I missing here? We're going to be looking forward to some Zweihander games in the future. I think about a month
near
from now.
future. Near friggin'
So,
future.
Lots of
I may
stuff.
have got our 4th player signed tonight. Waiting
Hell
for
yeah.
confirmation.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
boy, he's signing contracts and stuff here.
I am.
Animal
Sign
G.
your life away.
That is 8 Central Time, if I'm not mistaken. So tune in
8
for that.
Central.
Yeah,
Yep,
for
8 tomorrow. We're starting early because it's a one-shot, and he wants to have it done by, like, midnight, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, Pratista.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
Thank
So,
you
thank
very much.
Thank you.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, the campsite gets set. You guys can take a rest. You guys can go ahead and get your level times your con bonus as heal up, minimum of 1. And
Right,
medicine
minimum
checks
of 1.
on it.
And,
important detail. On that.
Hey, you're welcome, Burn Dog. Thanks for stopping
Thank
in.
you very much.
We'll be playing for a little bit longer here.
an additional 18 points of healing as I take an hour to look over Clash's Clay's wounds. Actually, it takes me the better part of an hour and a half after a failed roll, too.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'll let you make a couple rolls if you want to still get a full night's sleep. Otherwise, you're going to be talking about like being fatigued in the morning.
It only takes me 1 hour to do that.
Yeah. I'm just saying if you want to take more than like 2 of these rolls. You know.
Oh, no.
Michael.
Yes. May I help you?
Yeah. I need to get out of my armor, which is very difficult because it's mostly impaled on these nails. Get your chance to give me I cast prestidigitation to clean myself.
Mm-hmm. And briefly, it keeps you clean of the dirt and the honey that's been oozing out of your skin.
Are you just
Unbelieved.
frozen
I'm
honey?
the bug.
Cassius gets all
Okay.
excited.
Are you essentially covered in frozen honey brittle right now?
Harder, but it'll smooth out. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm sure I can figure this out. I'm a craftsman, for God's sakes. You know
Cassius
what I'm
makes
saying?
his way around next to Spicy Mike and like elbows and goes, "He's gonna do it. He's
This
not
is,
gonna turn into a horse."
Thank you,
You
Bird
do
Dog.
think that's what's going to happen?
Good night,
You
Bird
really
Dog.
think he's going to do it?
No, it's bad.
not sure he's going to.
Expertise. I don't know.
I'm gonna take it off though. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, okay. There, Big Bungle. Let me help you. Let me help you out with what you got. Let me see what
Thank
you
you
got.
very
here.
much. Careful, don't get pricked. Oh, hold on. Hey,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna avoid the
stick
prick
it
at all
back there.
costs.
Careful.
You work it off,
Okay.
and it eventually comes free. You do have to work pretty carefully to not get stuck on the nails protruding from
Yeah,
his
I'm
skin.
avoiding the prick. That's right.
It's all prick around here. But
I'm avoiding it like the plague.
as you pull his armor off, snow just starts falling out of the armor and laying onto the ground. It quickly melts because it's pretty hot out right now. But there's a lot of snow. He is fully packed in there. And
It's so cool.
it's
You know, Big Bungle,
honey.
you're one of the weirdest characters I ever met in my life. I just want you to friggin' know that. And it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I'm honored. Oh, I forgot my nose.
The whale horse poops snow. He pooped his pants and it was snow.
This is quite a myth that we are spinning the tale of here recently. This is nice.
All right,
All right,
I'm gonna
okay.
go to sleep, and after I go to sleep, I'm gonna roll my new wisdom for the next day.
you want to try to get rid of that effect, or you want to keep it?
Oh yeah, you get to try to remove an effect if you'd like.
Well,
No, he
right
should-
now my wisdom's not very good.
He should totally try to roll off that allergy to alcohol. That's the one he should go.
No, I think I think I'm gonna just try to get it. Right now, it's only a 14. It's not very.
I mean, I think you go ahead, you try getting a better wisdom, and then you maybe get rid
And
of the
then
nails.
you quit. Hey,
Yep.
that's the move.
That's the move.
Maybe all the nails should go
So,
away. I'm
just to
saying.
Josh, he is a dwarf, but these wild effects have stacked up on him pretty viciously. At one point, his face was upside down. He's got eagle wings, like little tiny useless eagle wings on his nose. His name got reversed, and everyone in the universe, including himself, knew his name was always the backwards part. He shrunk 9 inches. He and all dwarves that were within 10 miles of him at the time of this.
I have a hoof hand, and when I can't hear echoes, and when I try and sneak, my hoof hand glows.
Yep.
Used to be two hands.
I grew nails. The other hand became a reverse of the other hand, but I made that one go away. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Halflings in a 10-mile radius went on a rampage.
Yep.
Lots of things.
I did that.
Shot has been
We almost killed all
devastating.
of us while we were underground.
Yeah, the earthquake was really bad. Underground
It's a
earthquakes.
12. It went down. So that's
Uh-oh.
great.
And the effect he's dealing with now is the effect caused his wisdom to need to be re-rolled every day, which is brutal because he's
But
clever.
it's down now. So I'm worse. All right, great. So now I want to get rid of the nails and the honey, to be honest. So what do I do
Of
here?
all the effects, it's those two. All right, so go ahead and roll a wisdom save. Or willpower roll, rather.
Willpower roll. Is that a thing? I don't even remember what's in this game anymore.
It's willpower.
Okay, it is willpower.
7.
Oh, yeah,
I got
yeah.
a 17.
Okay, which one was the first one you were rolling?
The nails.
The nails peel slowly back into your flesh, and you could feel like this
pretty
very
gross.
slinks in there. You feel it like you're not sure if they're inside you still, but they're not on the outside at least.
Oh man, they don't fall out; they go back in.
It just turns out that they were always there. They just made themselves known for a little while.
You are the strangest gnome I've ever
All right,
seen.
let's roll the honey one.
All right, let's
Oh,
get
that
rid of this.
Yeah.
I can't mistake
He
it
sweats honey.
anymore.
It's so good. I love it.
I feel like Animal G is gonna try to get him to keep the honey. So
All
he's
right.
gonna,
Not the
like,
honey.
spend
I got
1 billion points
I got
to
a
make it happen.
23 for a will save.
All right, and as the nails recede in, you see that the honey pools into the iron of the nails and giving the nails kind of like this amber color as they sink into your body and melt. And you taste like a full mouth of mead.
Oh,
Then you probably want to throw up because of
Yeah,
that,
that's
too.
true. You
And
did
then you
the
spit it out.
snow? After I got out of the armor, is the snow still there?
Yes.
Oh, man.
uh-oh. We have
We got a
1,000
animal
Gs.
Oh boy.
That's a major effect. Because we're doing
Drop
the half price. That makes 2 major effects, I believe.
That's
Oh,
right.
You did it because
It's
you got
2
rid
for
of the
1.
honey.
Yep.
All right, is all the snow gone?
The snow is gone. That effect ends.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna sit here and does prestidigitation fix things? I do not think it does.
No, not really. Like, what are you trying to pull off?
Not really. Oh, my armor's beat to hell from all those nails.
Yeah. Yeah, you can... I'll let you kind of fix some little dings that were in there. Um,
Oh wait, well, then I guess I gotta cast prestidigitation, don't I?
you sure do. Yeah.
I'll roll it twice.
These are the big boy effects, so these
Oh,
are the...
I know, I did. I rolled. Oh no, I rolled the wrong
I'm
one.
gonna
Didn't
say,
I?
how'd you roll a 73? I mean, it's possible.
It is possible, but it's unlikely. So your first roll
Okay, so
on the
1,241,
1, 2,
and then
4, 1.
6,801.
So 1, 2, 4,
Oh
1.
boy, here we go.
The unknown gives, and the unknown doesn't really take. The unknown just keeps giving.
So everyone here, you're sitting around
Oh,
ready
boy.
for breakfast,
Oh no.
cooking some stuff on the
Oh
fire.
god, that's right.
And this effect starts to uncoil here. So
Oh no.
all of you,
Uncoil.
all of
Dig
you
this
suddenly
breakfast.
have this memory of, and we're going to let Levi tell us what these are, but all of us are aware that Dig Bungle has a history of doing some unseemly acts.
Oh boy.
No, performing unseemly services to paying orcs.
Oh well. Well, all right.
This is just we just all know this just as
Everyone in the world knows that Dig Bungle
Everyone.
is
One in the
rumored
world.
to have performed paid services to orcs.
So does that effectively
I'm pretty
make Dig
sure-
Bungle the most famous person in the world then? Because
The most
everyone
famous
knows.
orcish performer.
Pretty famous.
I'm pretty sure that Lug told me once that Dig Bungle bottomed
Okay.
for War Chief.
To add on top of this, Dig, did you cook the breakfast or cook any part of the breakfast?
I was gonna make him do it, man. You
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah, he's-
Oh, aye.
I thought you did. You have in the past. All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
I-
sizzling up some nice food today, and as you're frying up some eggs and some bacon that Noala brought back off some of the cleaner animals, as you're frying it up on your cast iron skillet that you have stacked in your bag, and as soon as you finish making it, you're looking down into the fire and into the pan. It looks delicious, and then suddenly the sun is beaming out of the plate into your face. You have just stared into the sun. And then we got one more effect on Veil here. What's 6,801? This is ridiculous.
We're dropping so many friggin' effects.
You had to take your headphones off earlier tonight. The next meal you cook glows like the sun.
Oh boy.
That broke him.
This is perfect. So the fire.
Keep these on.
Yeah, this is happening. Mr. Dick Bungle,
This is happening.
you're looking at the fire as the light just comes searing out of your breakfast food. And you're trying to, you're immediately, thinking to look away. And then you
I
realize,
must look deeper into the unknown.
You realize that, in fact, you are right. The fire is an avatar of the unknown.
Oh, he's here.
That's him.
She's magical.
You are convinced that this fire is an avatar of your god.
Oh boy, he's gonna be blind forever. He's gonna be the friggin' blind gnome, dwarf, werehorse.
Well, he's a werehorse.
Horse.
See? I told you he was a whore.
Yes, they do flap.
Horse.
Just to Josh. The little wings do, in fact.
They do
Take a
flap,
shot.
yes. They just...
Wow. This is a crazy experience here. Yeah, this...
Well,
I don't prefer those words. I prefer sex worker. Thank you.
Yes. So Dick Bungle, yeah, the fire here, you really need to keep this alight because
Of
you
course.
are
I
the
go
only
gather more
servant.
firewood.
You are the only servant of the unknown. Maybe bringing it along was as like a torch
They
or
need
something.
me. The unknown
this.
needs me. She needs me.
You
So
see-
I'll go get more wood.
It dances and
gonna burn
twinkles
down
in
a
different
friggin'
directions, and you see just like these unfolding geometries inside of it that are like impossible. Like you're seeing paradoxical things, like looking at like a fourth dimensional object rotating. It's blowing your fucking mind. And yeah,
Animal G wants to know what specifically in the food is glowing.
yes, the food
Or
itself.
say,
Yeah.
isn't the food that's glowing? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
your next
sorry.
meal shines like the sun. So the food is shining like the sun, like radiating literally sunlight, like full on. You're staring at the sun's sunlight beaming out of this thing, casting shadows like off in the side and everything. And then the fire is an avatar of your god. So clearly this food was a gift.
This fire cooks stuff real good. Makes it
Yeah,
look
remind
like the friggin'
me-
sun.
Remind me to never have Dick Bungle make my eggs sunny side up ever again.
Definitely not sunny side up. Definitely not that. No.
Oh,
This is divine
bad for
food.
It's bad for friggin' everybody here.
There's like a 10-second delay. And then Clashes starts laughing and slapping his knee really hard.
Noala
I think you
starts
lost
to come back from across the way.
Now, here's the real question: is that
Running
still
in.
edible? I'm willing to try.
What?
I think we have to eat. It's a blessing from the unknown, and she's been so close for so long. I mean, you guys all know I really had a rough patch back then.
This
I
is
mean,
how I eat my breakfast.
well, after I left Mom and Dad, then I took to the road, and I had to work with my hands, and had to really get in there. It started off as just a traveling massage service, and it grew into something terrible and beautiful.
For orcs. I think.
I learned a lot about myself.
So you've told us.
You see Noala streaks in from the side. Is everything okay? Everything all right?
Orcs get a bad name. Everybody thinks they're all rough and tumble, but you surprised how gentle orcs are about the things they truly care about.
No, as well, fast learning, Nuala. This is a average morning.
Trying to
So
look at food.
here, food for everybody, food for everybody.
Suddenly I'm not hungry.
I make sure that with cautious, I rest my hand on the shoulder where I know the hoof on the shoulder where I know he gets those knots in his back, and I just like cautious. Here you go. That's what you know. I understand.
He is a lot better at doing this massage work than, Dylan. Dylan is just not cutting it, and he does seem to have an incredible knack for working out orcish knots.
You clearly have done this a few times before.
Animal D wants to know how specific do they know I've done? And I think the entire world knows, right?
They know like a rumor level of knowing.
Well, I know
Like-
the broad strokes, and that's enough.
They know the broad
They were
strokes.
definitely strokes. They were definitely strokes.
Right. So I guess let's just say canon. The world knows I've done a lot of boat stuff and hand stuff. I think with the beard and mouth stuff's a bit messy. I'm just saying, you know.
I'd imagine with the dwarf,
since
that's
they're staying on like just a nice dancing on the R rating, you know, like a PG 17 or something like that around here.
I don't,
Our stream is going from
Yeah, you
bad
know,
to freaking
yeah.
worse real fast.
Yeah, NSFA, not safe for adventuring.
Yeah, but hey, don't worry, those days are behind me.
Oh boy. Okay.
so good.
All right.
That
It-
doesn't
It,
exist. Josh.
it does exist, just
In
to Josh, but
C-17.
it's not PG. It's actually NC-17 for no children.
Yep,
under 17. So,
And,
it is
and,
correct.
and just so you know, like, I've taken a lot, but I think with you guys, I'm ready for more.
Oh, that's clear.
That's nice.
Well,
I
let's
suppose.
eat this
well,
food.
you know, you do whatever you want to do. I just don't need to be involved. You know what I'm saying?
Let's eat this food. Just to Josh, I think it's safe to say I come across an orc I probably know.
They know of you at least.
Have about here. Yep, that's quite brag.
I mean, I'm only a half orc.
So is everyone eating? Anyone not eating?
I'm trying to. It's hard to see.
I'll make sure everybody, we're going to cut this up like even, dividing up the portions. Say, the unknown has blessed us on this day, so they eat. And I gotta go get my firewood.
So as you bite into it, it is
Oh, boy.
fantastically delicious. It's weird though, because as you're watching other people eating, when they're opening and closing their mouth, the sun is shining out of their mouth.
Everybody is David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China right now.
You know what though? It's very interesting how Dick Bungle gets just the right amount of salt on these eggs.
Oh, this is perhaps the most delicious food for breakfast you've ever had. And if you look on the screen over
And
there,
it
you're going to
shines
notice
like the
that
sun.
there's been an addition to your guys' boxes.
We got hero point
Yes.
Oh, well, how about that?
The
Oh,
food
wait,
is
when did
sufficient to
that
give the
happen?
for
party a
eating
hero
Dick Bungle's
point.
eggs. We have gotten a hero point.
Oh, that's fantastic.
As you finish your meal, aside from occasional burps of sunlight coming out, the sunlight diminishes and
Great.
goes to nothing.
It's great.
But you know that the sunshine is in you, and you're ready for this adventuring day.
I'm taking the remains of these blood bush shrubbery monstrosities and burning it up inside the unknown.
Yeah, Noala sees you start to do that, and she says, let me help you with this. This is a good plan. We must destroy these disgusting abominations.
Oh, see, it seems like a cycle, because like the unknown helped us defeat it. Let's give it a little bit back. I mean, maybe they'll be reborn in a forge of chaos. You know, it's really good.
It certainly could not be worse than it was. And you can smell, like, the scent of these burning plants is fucking terrible. Like,
Makes sense.
it smells like burning hair. Like, which you've been smelling
Oh.
recently with the wolves.
Elnug
Lap
is
my
the
pipe,
stage
that is
name.
rancid.
Now it all makes sense.
So unless you guys want to do some more role-playing and hanging out, we'll proceed to the next area.
No, let's
All
go.
right. Let's do it.
So
I
over
wanna hear
there,
all about this role play.
it is really fucking good. It's fun. But
Well, see, they don't all want role play, but the ones that do want role play, they like costumes. They let you to get into character. They're like, "Oh no, I spilled this stuff. I've been a bad dwarf," and then they want to like yell it like you're big. It's very elaborate. I know a lot about role play.
You
That
know, that
makes too
started
much
in one
sense.
place and that went somewhere entirely different by the end of it. So
Yeah,
it was
boy,
quite the
that
What's
was-
journey.
going on? Here we go.
let me get you
Here we
guys moved. So you guys spend literally a full day marching across really broken, difficult terrain. It takes the fact that you have a ranger with you who knows the area to get you from point A to point B. You said before that you weren't rushing too far to get across. It's okay. So
Like
you'll
sleeping.
take a
It
break to
was good.
sleep. So it'll take you into the middle of the afternoon the next day. Which I guess then this isn't so dark. But what you're noticing is there's a canopy of trees above. And as you've approached this location for the last hour or so, the ground has become nastier and sparsely vegetated. Again, those trees around you are starting to have that soggy kind of half. Really looks like Discord is shitting itself right now. You guys seen that?
Don't do that, Discord. Don't do it.
Please stay
Not
intact.
worth it.
It's stuttering.
I had some robotic hiccups over here. Things are getting a little bit.
All right, fingers crossed, Chad. So, as you're approaching, though, you start to notice that the plants are withering and dying, and there's a whole section which you walk through for about an hour where it seems like almost all the plant life is dead. Like the leaves have fallen off, the sticks are collapsing onto the ground. You notice that there are these little bugs, little gnats that come up, and mosquitoes that come by and are nipping at you. And as you swat at them, they burst into fire and give off a really disgusting stink. It's not enough to burn you or anything, but it's just really weird. It smells
fire stink bugs
chemically.
Oh,
But then as you're approaching this area, you see that the plants kind of give way to a natural rocky hill. Oh my god, somebody clipped whatever that was. That's great.
Big Bungle's terrible past.
Animal G, well played.
Yeah, that sounds about it.
Big bungle. It's up for everybody to see for forever and ever.
I'll just tweet
Everyone
that
gets
out.
good.
That'll
You
help.
guys don't mind me. I'm just tweeting this one.
That'll help with the chat.
That'll only help all my relationships, all my friends. I'm a teacher. Let's check this out.
Oh boy. This can't go good places. We'll
It's
take a
gonna
brief
be
moment
fantastic.
for you guys to watch this hilarity. Atomic
Oh,
Killer
boy,
missed
here we
out
go.
on some good stuff.
You did.
Atomic
Thankfully,
Killer missed this. Hey, Atomic Killer, there's a clip called Dig Bungle's Terrible Past. You should check it out.
it's real bad stuff.
it's something.
So while they're watching that, we'll give a little description of what's going on here. So as you pull up into this area, the beard stuff might get messy, yes. And you can see the rock face on the right starts to take up into a big rolling hill kind of area. And this area is strangely come back to life. It's not normal looking though. It's this weird kind of shifting vegetation. It's not moving super quickly, but you do see as bugs are landing on a branch or something, a leaf will slip up slowly and snatch it. And you're just seeing it's just really weird around here. The coloration on the plants is kind of grayish. It's a little bit toxic looking. And what you come up to is you see, more ninja trees, yeah. Up ahead of you, you see
It's like a
this
chroma
clearing.
forest.
Yeah, and all do tumors and gunk on them and stuff. As you kind of are going forward, you see that there's a hedge on the right. Let's see, the chat can't see that, but right there on the edge. So for you guys, it may be at the edge of the shadow there, but you can see it kind of meets up with the it's kind of a barrier.
This right here.
Yes, that
Well, I
there.
can't see anything.
He says, I can.
Can't even
I only
see
have
the
5
fucking-
feet.
Hold on a second, guys. Discord
doing
is shit
great.
itself. I'm going to switch its
I can say
region real quick.
everything.
So hang with me for just a moment.
Oh boy.
That sounds better. All right, good.
Hey.
So no more robots. Excellent. So up ahead of you, you see some bushes and some things. You guys can go ahead and give me some perception checks real quick.
And Spicy
Oh,
Mac
boy.
and I cannot see past 5 feet.
Yeah, I got only 5 feet.
Perception
of
checks.
That's because I
Time
originally
for
thought you'd get here at night, so
check.
let me fix the map layer.
I got
My
a
perception's not that
good
great.
roll.
A dirty 20.
So
I
dirty. Oh,
got
that's so
a
much better.
19.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be arriving at night, so I made it nighttime. CA time.
That's okay.
Okay, so yeah, Jasper with a 20. We'll give him a +2 for this. Clashes got a 20. Good. Spicy Mike, no.
No, definitely
I
not.
got a 19.
All right, so looking ahead, way up ahead, you'll notice, without revealing what's over there, there is a path that leads in towards a section of the hedge. It looks like the plants have kind of twisted up into a door-looking thing. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like twisted vinage. Looks like if you do a room. But those of you who rolled it to notice bushes moving.
Oh no, we know what
boy.
it's about.
Which bush?
This dude,
No.
I think it's on sec.
Pooh, internet.
Damn you, internet!
Yeah, I am losing like 15% of my frames here for this stream.
That's not
happening?
fantastic.
Okay.
The other Discord seems nice on my side here, but
Yeah, it must be my
We're
router.
recovered.
Let me see if it smooths out here, but
Atomic Killer wants us to just summon another earthquake and just keep it easy that way.
all right, I think we're okay. So, for the chat, what you just missed is that the wall of hedges on the right has what looks like a doorway made out of plants along this path up at the top. But some of the guys have also noticed that this bush here, I don't know if you see that pinging, this bush here,
okay.
and there's a bush back here.
Oh boy.
Also this one back here.
All right.
That seem to be
boy.
moving
Right.
and shifting.
Crazy, bloodthirsty freaking bushes.
Because from the other day, our breakfast became the avatar of my god. I'd like to have kept a torch from that same breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And then tonight, when we would have slept, I would have used that to make the same campfire. And now I've got a torch again.
Yes.
So I don't know how you want me to roll this, but I will do anything to keep this torch lit.
Thus far, you have succeeded, and it is going. Like, if it comes up to, like, you guys got to swim through water, or a storm comes in, or something like that,
that would be very bad.
then we'll deal with some rolls. But for now, I think you can successfully keep the fire alight.
I might have to leave the party.
Yeah.
It's the avatar of my god. I cannot kill the avatar of my god.
Hey, just to Josh and Atomic Killer, you guys may not have known, but there was, in fact, an earthquake that almost killed the party in recent games. And you can find that on our YouTube channel.
Fault. Yeah. It was my fault.
Indeed.
So-
But
Can we talk about this moving bush?
you can, yeah.
I think I want to charge it.
Well, gentlemen, I'd recommend caution.
Yeah,
kind
that
of
seems
the
like a
bush.
thing that most of us don't know nothing about. I don't really understand it, but
You guys are all
Yeah.
at full health, by the way.
I believe it is a similar situation as to the other day.
Nuwala steps up to you.
Bad
Gentlemen,
boy.
before you endeavor yourself to more conflict, I believe it would be wise for you to take these.
And she hands you guys 2 more healing potions and
My,
2
my.
bark skin potions.
wow,
Not that
that's
very much
very
nice.
These will keep your wounds clean, but these will also make you so you are tough like the trees.
And
That's
the
pretty nice.
effect of these. Where is it at? Magic
What
items.
was it the minor or was it the lesser healing?
Oh, oh.
Mine-
You guys have a D8 healing, is what it is.
Is it
I'm
the small one?
definitely gonna just beat things with a god.
The bark skin potion does this. There you go. So it's the bark skin spell. It'll last for 10 minutes. And if you look up the bark skin spell, it'll tell you what that does.
And seeing how handy that was yesterday and watching Dig walking around with it, I will also pull out my torch and light it. So I believe fire is going to be very useful against these things once again.
So we gain resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing damage, and weakness 3 to fire.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a horrible idea.
But after you take fire damage, you could turn it off. But you'll lose the effect. But yeah, for the next 10 minutes, though, you will have resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing. So,
Friggin'
you guys go ahead and dispense those as you will, and we'll see where we're going. How's the
take
stream
those
looking
one.
for you guys? Because I'm still showing that I'm dropping frames like crazy.
I see this as okay.
Okay. It's saying that the last 10 minutes I've dropped 16% of my frames, so.
Just to Josh, I'm never going to take my eyes off this torch.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. Apparently our internet, they've been doing maintenance on it this week for some reason, so. All right, we'll go ahead and put you guys in initiatives just for the sake of having them, depending on how you guys move around.
And Spice and Mac, you should be at full health.
Was I not?
You are
Oh
one
yeah,
point
I took one to. Yep, that's right.
from
I
your
took one
common.
from myself.
Is that happening?
Myself?
Is there a whistling person?
No, it's just.
Oh, you scared the hell out of me. No whistler is safe.
The whistler.
At least he wasted it on initiative.
I did.
Okay, let's see here. Let me roll this initiative up here. Boom. There it is. Okay, there we go.
Just put them on here so I have them.
Oh, hold on. I gotta roll again. I didn't have my character clicked. Damn it.
Now, this is the bullshit.
Oh, even better. Fantastic.
Let me tell you what just happened. What the crazy DM just did was he just had his NPC give us potions for bludgeoning and piercing damage, and then we take extra from fire, and he's gonna use mobs on us that do slashing damage, and we have to kill it with fire. I want you to think about this for a moment.
That's not very nice.
All right, so we got everybody on there now.
I'm here. Yep, I'm on there.
Yeah, these Vine Lashers do suck, but at least they saw them this time.
That's true. That's very
And these are
Only
a little
ones.
different than the last ones, thankfully.
Yeah,
So
they may not murder
We'll
us
be
completely.
fine.
yeah, they are actually a different breed than the last week's.
We've eaten
thankfully.
god food for breakfast,
Dr. Jasper
And now I-
Smoothhands. Yeah, you did
and now I'm
eat the god
world
for breakfast.
famous.
So Noala looks at you after handing you those. Gentlemen, I would be very careful. You see what I see ahead. But I am sure there will be other animals and plants in this area that are seeking to run. I will set traps, see if I can catch them like I did the other wolves. Be careful.
That's a great idea. You should stay safe and set traps for wolves we haven't and probably will not meet. It's a great idea.
I wish
Not
I would
bad.
be better
Not
with the
bad.
bow, but I have no use of my right arm anymore.
No. We want you safe. We do not want you to get hurt. Go. We've got this.
Best of luck, gentlemen. I will see you on
Bye.
the other side.
Oh, is this a new day then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to sleep overnight
So
there.
I get to
That's true.
re-roll my wisdom check again?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, thank God.
It is 1:20 in the Eastern time zone. How late can you go tonight, Cam? Is this pushing your time zone?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to be done before, 11 my time. So,
So 40
that's
minutes.
About 40 minutes.
Okay. Then we'll see what happens here, and then this will probably be where we'll wrap it up.
Alrighty.
All right.
So,
That's a,
what'd you roll
that's a
there?
12.
Rolled
It's a
another.
12.
You rolled 12 on 46.
It's just 12. And then a 12 again. It's just a 12.
Good lord.
It's okay. I got every day. I got a chance. I got
All
a
right.
chance.
You
to
do have a
it.
chance.
It'll be great.
Any effects you want to get rid of this week or today?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Can get rid of other things. No.
8:20 a.m. where you're at. Where are you at? It's got to be like
Oh my.
New Zealand or
Crazy.
something.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I've seen some Game Turi hanging out with me
on.
on Getting Dicey's stream.
Woo!
Correct me if I'm wrong, Game Turi, but I think
Thanks
I'm
for
right.
the mega late night.
No, that's just an early morning. You know what I'm saying? He's
Not
been
if
up
you
for
haven't
like
slept.
a half an hour.
Turkey.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, from
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
He's not a
Okay.
cash.
Cool. Dude, we are international in a big way
We
now.
are. We're super international
Um,
now, thanks to Game Theory.
Yeah, we
Alright,
also
I'm gonna-
have a lot of our content, especially our podcast, is up on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify. So if you look for Tabletop 2 Keyboard, all spelled out in one word, you'll find it there. So
Yeah.
check out some of that past content. That may be a little easier sometimes than looking it up on YouTube. Or,
Links
watch it on YouTube.
below. Yeah, do whatever you want, man.
I'm gonna try and get rid of my mum.
Yeah.
The Warhammer can stay plastic because that's I've never heard of plastic before, but I don't want to be it to be my mom anymore.
It's pretty creepy.
I got a 17.
Okay. What you've noticed as you've been kind of wandering around with your Warhammer that sounds like your mom is that even though it sounds like your mom, it's been saying things that aren't correct this whole time, and yeah, it is a good reason to get rid of it, as you can see.
It's just besmirching her memory. She's not even deed.
No, it's
Alright.
very strange, but as you have been thinking about it, and since your days with the Holy Fire, your focus has been brought to the fact that this is a lie. And as you focus hard, you feel it help you, show you the light, and your
Go
hammer.
away with your mom.
And it goes away.
Deceiver!
No, Dick Bungo!
Oh.
And then the voice just echoes out, even though you don't hear the echo.
All right, I
So
put that
perfectly soft
back,
for
and
you.
I carefully unspike the torch out of the ground, feed it a little bit. Okay, you're doing good. See if I can keep things lit with prestidigitation. I think I can't. I don't know. No, and no. All right, great. That makes sense.
All right, any other effect you want to get rid of before we can push on?
No, we'll leave them all. They're
All right.
perfect.
They're perfect where how they are. Mr. Jasper Smoothhands of the Doctor Variety.
Oh boy.
All right, well, I
Very Dr.
will
Smoothhands.
start casting up a shield for myself, and I will look towards my friends, say, gentlemen, prepare yourselves.
I'm actually going
And
to move you guys
I'll-
back one square, because otherwise something would have already kicked off.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Yeah, so just go ahead and take a step back, and then we'll start from there.
Okay, I'll take a step back. That's that step. We here the whole time. It's fine.
Yeah.
Is
Except
this
for
a
Big Bungle.
cantrip shield?
shield is a cantrip for one action, yeah.
Yeah. And your vine shield went away, by the way, after 10 minutes.
Oh, I figured.
From that first day,
Fine.
yeah.
So, yeah, first action is shield for myself, and then for the second two actions, I will cast a daze cantrip upon the
Oh,
vine
interesting.
lasher I saw right here. And I don't know if it'll work, but it'll be a good way for me to find out during this
All right,
round.
let's rock it. Show me that beautiful willpower roll.
You gotta show
Oh,
me that
that's
beautiful.
beautiful.
That's right.
See it.
That's right. I do the rolling. That
Critical failure.
I am the one who rolls.
You are the day shrub.
So it takes 8 damage, and it is stunned.
8 damage, you say? Wow.
Yes, it takes my ability modifier, and because it's a critical fail, it's doubled.
Come on,
And
computer.
even if it succeeds, it still takes 2. Because succeeding and failing saving throws in this are brutal.
Oh boy.
So it loses 8 health, and what was that I kind of used last time? This little guy for stunned. You see the vine as you focus on it, you do your mind powers again, and the vine starts to shudder and shake, and you see it like it's spiky, like netted vines kind of form up in little fingers or like up in the air, and then it just sits frozen in a different posture.
I believe it's time to ring the bell for that clashes there, Dig.
Ding ding.
So next up would have been that Vine Lasher, who sits there and quivers and shakes, trying to break free of its stun effect. So it'll be unstunned on its next turn, bringing us up to Spicy Mike.
Oh, he's so friggin' spicy. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not gonna be quite enough. Of course not. All right. So when they pointed him out earlier, it was this one, and then there's one like back here somewhere, but there wasn't any other ones close to this one, right? Like
As
not
far as you
immediately
notice.
close to it.
Yeah, those two are the ones that are closest to you that you've seen. There might be others, but you don't see any.
Okay. Boy, I feel like this is how I'm gonna die. Okay, so
I've got your back, Michael.
well, okay, since Dick Bungle's got my back, then I'm not worried
Feeling
now.
good, man.
Okay,
Feeling good.
2, 3, 4, 5. Went
I'm
up
feeling
there.
good at massages.
What happened to me when I did that? Hopefully nothing.
You see this bush back
Oh
here.
boy. Back somewhere.
Once it appears on the token layer. There we go.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
Why can't I grab him? He exists here, I swear. I put him there.
You moved into the map layer, probably.
There we go. It notices you, and
What a jerk.
let's see.
And it hits you with its 50-foot reach.
Doesn't have
Probably
50
for
foot.
10,000 damage.
No, I don't think it has a reach
It's-
of that amount.
it's
but-
25 feet.
10,000.
You can see, though, since you've been focused on it, that as you approach where you're at, there's like a vine that kind of subtly shifts in your direction.
Oh boy. Okay. So we're gonna take our other another action for a move, and we're gonna come over here. Boop. And hopefully
heard
I'm not gonna get my face smashed in. And we're gonna punch-a-roo this guy. Or no, I'm sorry. We're gonna use the
Punch-a-roo.
slice.
Let's get in a little closer to the chat. Sees some detail instead of a blurry
We're gonna
mess.
get some double slice action in here.
All right.
All right, here
Get
we
'em.
go. First one. Ba-boom. That was not great. Second one. That's 4. Oh, that was a friggin' crit. That was a natural 20 on the second one. There we go. Now we're
monster.
talking. Now
I'm
we're
not seeing the
talking.
dice tumbling anymore. It's weird.
Oh yeah, I think I lost it too.
So the first hit is a miss,
It says
but the
the
second is
setting.
obviously a critical.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think my whole system is just freaking out.
It's click for enabling a 3D dice, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's set to have them. I haven't turned it off.
Oh, there's mine.
Oh, there it is.
I saw mine.
Maybe it's my settings. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, you must be your
But we'll not worry about it. So,
Okay.
what you got?
All right. So I rolled that. So 24. Does that crit or does it have to be 10 above?
That does not crit. Actually, a nat 20 does crit.
Because it's a nat 20. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I didn't know for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So we crit. Actually, don't know why I didn't roll damage on that, but that's okay. So we'll roll it. Can I do it here somehow? Nope, no tool in there. Okay, so we do this. Roll a critical damage. Holy, okay. all
14.
right. 14 damage.
All right, you eviscerate this plant.
Oh.
How does it end?
So I swing once, I miss, and then the next one, I'm just rolling through as one big slice. I'm like, whack, whack. And with the second one, it's like the guy's old school going through with the scythe in the fields, and he just like lops it up and it just flips up in the air and drops down upside down.
Excellent. And it's still sitting there, its fingers like still in the
It
air,
lands on its fingers.
landing with its root system up.
I'll
And
put its root down.
yeah, and then put a root down. Yeah, that's a great song.
Thank you, Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys
Was it
know
Beastie
how to
Boys?
make.
Yeah, it
Yes,
Beastie
that was
Boys.
definitely
Yeah.
Beastie Boys.
It was the Beastie Boys.
Mr. Digbungle, how do you follow that? You're down
Well, I move 15. That's that. That's all I can do because I'm like slow. Let's see here.
there. I'm an int.
Tough divine lance. I just divine lance him. Just lance away.
It's very divine. That's so friggin'
Yeah, let
divine.
me mark this guy
Lance in
as
the
dead.
plant.
There we go. So that one's dead.
So friggin'
So, can I see this one, or is this one the same height or slower?
That you did notice that one, yeah. That's
All right.
Wait a minute. Zoom out. There we go.
So, is this one in the way?
You can get a fire. You can get a shot off because you see that the tendril on the top is stepping up. You could probably hit that.
Oh, I'll hit that tendril.
Oh boy.
Hey, tendril, you're about to get divine lanced. I rolled so great. It's a 7 on the dice. So hold on. That's a
gotta be
12.
really good.
Is that a 12?
It's just a miss.
All right.
So you throw
Great.
that divine lance, and the plant kind of like shifts out of the way just as the bolt passes it, and starts to kind of like pull up its root system, like it's gonna form into legs.
Oh boy.
It's gonna get legs. Well, that's just magical. That's perfect. That's the end of my turn. So we're good.
Excellent. Clashes. Let's see, where can I get rid of this?
Okay, here we go.
That plane is entirely too far away from me. I must close all the distances.
Yeah, the plant dodging out of the way. Hilarious.
That there
Oh, I
is
saw a
one
little ship of horrors. They can move.
Said it's a double move.
The internet is apparently really doing bad. Okay, so once you step within 10 feet of that plant, something occurs. So as soon as you get in there, you see that this bush right here and right here opens up its petals and releases gas and pollen.
Oh!
And
oh boy,
You've been farted.
yeah,
you've been farted upon.
you inhale it as you're rushing in, and you need to make a DC 15 Fortitude.
Don't inhale the fart.
You have been crop dusted, my friend.
I'm fine.
Literally.
Okay, so you made the first
Yeah,
roll.
for reals.
So you are not stupefied for one round here. But next round you'll have to check again. Let me see if I can come up with an order.
Good night,
that says-
Air Laser.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
He has not acted yet, right?
This Lasher, you're correct. Has not acted. He's
Then I
flat-footed.
have sneak attack on him.
Yep.
Because I have surprise attack.
So around these two starfish-shaped bushes, in a 20-foot area around each one, this cloud is starting to like form and puff out.
Starfish, bush fart cloud.
I figured you'd like this one.
That is a 20 brawling.
Okay, that will
And
definitely hit.
he's considered flat-footed.
He is.
So I also then get my additional. Oh, yeah.
Flat rooted.
So you
So
did
He
9?
takes 9.
All right. So you come in with the foo fops.
Oh, the fufa.
And you jack it right in its stalk. Unlike the other ones you'd fought the other day, this one does not appear to have damage resistance.
The fa eke eke.
These are apparently a different breed of plant, according to this stat line. Much easier to kill, it looks like.
Strides up with a bit bop crit.
So you double moved and you attacked once, is that correct?
That is correct.
So your gauntlets come in and just take a nice chunk of like twiggy branches off of the side of it. And you see that the little tendril stalk on its head that seems to be its like sensory organ kind of like lulls down for a second before kind of popping back up. And it is now Vine Lasher 3. Where's he at? Way back there. Okay. Grab a hold of that. Move back over here, looking at the object layer. And how fast is this plant able to move? Seems crazy they can move at all, but
That seems very crazy.
tremor sense, speed 20. Okay.
It's not that weird.
Super weird.
I've seen
man.
stranger things happen.
So you-
Stranger things happen.
This plant over here that was originally in this bush uproots its stocky roots, does a tumble like end over end like a tumble bush, and then rolls across the way over to where you're at. Stops 10 feet away and throws out its leafy, viney limbs, trying to grab a hold of you.
My defense is impenetrable.
I've heard that before.
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, you are correct. The leafy branches come flinging out, and you see that they like land on your arm, and you like duck under, and it like falls off your shoulder. And then it's going to try a second time here, so we'll take a -4 to this roll, which is a surprisingly shittier roll, which comes out to a 6, which I believe is a critical fail potentially.
That is correct.
He
All right.
tried to tell you his defenses are impenetrable. He just said it.
He is too far out of reach to grab that other Vine Lasher. So what instead will happen is its arms leash out and grapple towards your leg on that second attack, but instead grab a hold of some of the grass there and starts to coil around it, twisting and twisting and twisting, tethering itself to it like it's grappling hold.
Oh boy.
And it seems to think it's attached to this you, but it's actually the branch that's next to you. we will say that that will burn one of its actions on the next turn. So we'll try to remember that. That brings me to the next Vine Lasher, number 4, which is way the F up there. Should have just brought these guys out. Don't die on me now, Internet.
Don't die on us now, Internet.
25.
These freaking plants, man. I'm telling you what.
Rolls up to over here.
Scuttlebutts.
I'm gonna roll into this here. You can do it. Starts to scuttle up over here and makes its way down towards you. It spends its second action to just inch up and take. Come on, computer. Come on.
You can do
Oh,
Still missed. My
Yeah.
defenses are impregnable.
you are correct. So, Clash is just ducking and weaving as these plants just start tossing out vines. It's just like a web of vines just shooting all over the place, trying to grab at you. Like, one of them gets around your ankle, but, like, you step out of it doing your fancy footwork drills. And,
It's just like a jump rope training champ.
hey, thanks for the follow,
Obsidian,
Obsidian Cyrix. Much appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much for
Thank
that.
you for
That's
the
very
follows.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So those are the plants' actions. Apparently, Vine Lasher number 2's turn. So he is going to also attempt the same. He doesn't have to move. So he is going to hold it, hopefully.
He is wrong. He's not grabbing either.
Damn.
A 12 is not a crit fail, but we'll see if we can manage one here in a second. So -4 on this roll for a second attack.
He still misses.
Gets me to a 14, which is another miss. And we'll take one more try at this. 'Cause that's all plants can
-8?
do. -8.
That's a
Uh-oh.
critical fail.
Critical fail on that one. So,
Oh,
same
boy.
thing will happen here, only this time this plant reaches across and grabs the vines of the other that was already overextended, and they loop around each other, creating a tangle. So both of these two are going to be tangled together. We'll find something to indicate that. We'll put it like a little snail icon.
Oh boy.
Thank you for the follow, Obsidian Cyrix.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We love it.
So you see that those two have now like lashed out and got tangled together, and the one that just did that is like trying to yank back and is tugging on the other Vine Lasher. Just going to tie both of them up for at least an action, probably 2. So that is their turn. Jasper Smoothhands. You're seeing this gas come snapping out. Way is extending, like I said, 20 feet out, so that will get to basically the tile right in front of Dig Bungle, right in front of Jasper, right next to Spicy Mike.
Oh boy.
So basically, you're all at the very edge of this cloud.
I'll
And
move
the
up to
other
the,
one is also that range. So
Move
clashes
to
into
that
2 of them.
cloud. Is this like an iridescent cloud? Can I see through this cloud? I can still see clashes in there fighting the plants.
Yeah, you could definitely see through it. Hey, thanks for the compliments there. Obsidian Cyrix, you said that you're definitely going to be following along in these adventures. We've all been very entertaining. Thank you very much.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
There's a lot of-
Try for
We try what
entertainment.
we
We
can.
do
We try
try.
what we
Thank you
freaking
very much.
can, you know?
Seeing them swarming him and 2 of them all tangled up, I'm going to go for this one in the back, and I will cast Daze.
Okay.
That Vine Lasher in the back, which I believe is, what was that, 4?
That's number 4. And definitely check out the panels below. So it's got our lineup for other shows that we do. There's a lot of stuff on here. And also, you can see that we can interact. So once you've been hanging around the channel long enough, you'll start to accrue some points. They are integrated into Streamlabs, so it's not the points you see underneath the chat here, but you can spend them to do cool stuff like give the party rerolls, give them some abilities. Basically, it's how they get hero points if you're familiar with Pathfinder 2. And you can also cause wild effects to occur with our Wild Cleric, the Dig Bungle. So weird stuff can happen. But you can also pay for those to go off. And down below, you'll see a panel that says how to spend bits on it. Tonight, we're doing half off. So whatever shows there, you can spend half of it, and those effects can occur.
Half off your bets.
All right.
So, also be sure to check out the Discord.
Yes, please.
Need me to roll what?
It is the central hub of all that we do.
A basic will save for that Vine.
A basic Willy save for the Vine says, how about you now, 20?
He succeeds, so he takes 2 damage.
A 2. Why is my computer dying? Come on.
It hates you. I friggin' hate you.
-2. There it goes. So unlike your previous attempts that have been just absolute wrecking machines, this one seems to be of a minor effect, as that Vine Lasher seems very intent on clashes. You see it shudders a little bit and quivers, but it doesn't seem to stun it. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is my entire turn.
Vine Lasher 1 is a dead man. I should take him off the list.
That's nice.
He spends his turn just withering into the ground. Spicy Mike.
Yes. Can we see the representation of the clouds again? Because
Yeah. Let's see. Freehand, draw shape. Regular.
Have fun.
you can put an aura on them. Is that?
There is no object
it's
there.
on the map. It's not a.
It's a map layer object. He has to draw it himself.
Or he needed to
Mother
put an
of
extra
God.
token for it. To put
Yeah,
an
I
aura
should have
on
done
it.
that, but I didn't.
That's okay.
I don't see an actual shape tool, but it's
That's all right.
There is one. It's with the free hand. It's in the same drop down draw shape. Here, I can do it.
yeah. I see draw shape, but it's not showing me any shape. It's just colors.
If you hold down Alt, it's like you have to stretch it out on the screen. How big is the radial effect of the
20
the
feet.
gas?
Oh,
there we go.
that's like
Oh, that didn't work.
Hold on.
think-
Is
I
it
think you
20
can
foot
stretch that
radius
another
or
shot.
diameter?
It's 20-foot radius. Wow, that is a thick boy.
Oh my.
Dick
Hold on,
Boys
I'm
Club.
so close. I almost got it.
Dude, my computer is just
There we
chugging.
go. Look at that.
That is pretty close to 20 foot radius.
Excellent. So that goes there,
Uh,
and then we got a second one
And
coming out
we'll
of
make
the
it
bush right up here.
that purple because you seem to like your purple.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then we'll just do a copy paste.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
We should get a second one. No, because it's shite. Right?
There are 10,000 unique options that can occur on that one chart, and then the other chart has 50-ish or so.
Okay, so what seemed to happen to Clashius when he was in there? Do I see him like coughing
Nothing.
or like?
I became super agile and nothing can hit. You should
Oh, well,
totally
okay.
breathe the smoke.
That does seem to be
These
true.
fences are impregnable.
Well, it doesn't seem to be hurting him.
He's
so
the
it must be
champion.
fine.
Everybody knows that.
All right, so the ones that are around Clashius there are tied together, basically, right?
The two with snails on them, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna, since apparently this dust does nothing, I'm gonna
Well,
roll
that's
in
a
here.
Fruitzilla right there, just Josh. That's a Fruitzilla.
Yeah,
and
and
we-
Fruitzilla icon, great stuff.
We're gonna roll in here, and we're just gonna try it out. We're gonna go smack this guy in the mouth.
All right,
Probably
make me a
gonna have
fortitude
mouth, though.
save.
Fantastic.
Really, I should have
Okay.
made Clashius make 2 rolls because he's in the middle of 2, but I won't do it right now. But if you do want to step there, Cam, I'll give it to you this round because I didn't declare it
Okay.
before. But that's two of the areas. So it's a dangerous spot.
Oh, fantastic! Look at that.
You
Don't
get
use that power
stupefied, unless you want to
Thank
re-roll
you,
it.
Hell,
Josh, thank you very much.
I would like to know what stupefied means, just because I should know.
Oh, it's real bad. It's not
But
good.
I'm probably gonna redo that.
Actually, I don't remember this one being too bad.
You're just a little dumber for a while.
Stupefied. Your thoughts and instincts are clouded. Stupefied always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saves, spell attack rolls, spell DCs, and skill checks that use the ability score. Anytime you attempt to cast a spell while stupefied, the spell is disrupted unless you succeed at a flat check of DC 5 plus your value.
That explains a lot.
That don't
man.
seem so bad.
I could have critically failed, and you would not notice any difference.
All right. Well, I feel a little funny, but it ain't really affecting me too much, so I'm just gonna go for it.
So far, so good.
All right.
Okay.
So far, so good until it gets real bad later that I'm not expecting. Okay. So
You have a dumb-looking
we-
icon. That'll be cool. You go ahead and keep going. I'm listening.
okay, we roll in there, and we're gonna slice with the commas.
Nice.
All right. So here we go. Number 1. Make it so. Got a 20. 30.
That'll hit. Yeah.
And then we
That's
got
a dirty little 20.
Dirty 20.
And then we got a 13, which probably does not hit.
That does not hit.
That's okay. So we hit with the 1. Come on, baby. There we go. You do 8 damage.
All right.
And then also you need to roll a fortitude check DC 18 or become tripped. Or no, I'm sorry. This one's
Stunned.
the stunned. Sorry, stunned.
Uh-oh. I think you finally managed to stun something.
I stunned him.
All right.
Stunned him.
I think we've been using
You
this as a
stunned
stun.
us, Shrub. We're so proud of you, Michael.
Excellent work.
You hit it. You
Hey.
hit that plant.
Rating party of 2.
Oh,
from
it's
Nick-
a
Oh,
lead
thank you
two.
very much.
Huntingtons.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huntingtons. We
It's
appreciate
2
that
raiders.
very much.
Brought
The,
us +1 with him tonight.
That's very nice.
To the show.
Welcome. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're going through the Fall of Plaguestone, and the gentlemen have found themselves in a blighted den filled with weird, corrupted plants that have been attacking them. Earlier, they got in a fight with some really ugly, furless, eyeless, tumor-covered wolves. And in this case, there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening because...
It was an adoption event. They were rescued. We decided not to take them.
I'm very upset about it.
Hey, I'm glad you've been enjoying Pathfinder. We've been enjoying it too. So in this game, there are ways for you as a chatter to interact as well. So as you generate points on the channel, there are things you can spend to give them hero points, give me hero points as a DM, and or you can actually apply some wild effects to our cleric, Digbungle, who is the dwarfy guy with the weird little feathers on his nose. And they can come off of 2 different lists. There's a minor one that is out of the 5th edition Player's Hand Guide of Dungeons & Dragons. And then there's another chart that's got 10,000 options on it, many of which are really pretty catastrophic. So if you want to do those are pretty fun too. And down in the panels below, you can see a way to get them with bits. So if you don't want to wait till you get points, you can do it with bits. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Mick.
Oh,
Thank
thanks
you for the follow.
That was a quick draw right there.
Huntingtons.
But we're doing half off on the bits tonight, so if you want to buy the half off stuff, go for it. Hey, thanks for looking for more content from us. I appreciate that.
Hey, we very much
thank you.
appreciate that.
You
Thank
should definitely
so
play a
much.
game.
Very
and
much.
if you're looking for online players, we do have a looking for group section on our Discord. So for those
We
of
do,
you
there's
just
two
tuning
And
in,
people have
on
been
there right
chatting
now
on it
looking.
lately that are looking. That
Yeah,
are
yeah.
people
it's
that
been
have
at least
been
2. And we have a lot of content up on our YouTube. So I know most of you guys in the chat have just got done hearing this, but we got new people here. We want to bring them into the fold. So check out our YouTube channel. We've got an interview show where we bring people on. And actually Monday night, we're going to be talking to Dave from Nerdarchy. So if you know him from YouTube, that's pretty awesome. We've got Tuesday nights is our show that Cam does, which is all about making music for games. So hopefully he's going to be making some Pathfinder music soon. That'd be cool. But this week,
Man.
he's making music for our Shadowrun game. It's going to be happening tomorrow night, actually. Every Wednesday night, we do this. So this starts at 10 p.m. and runs until around this time. We're probably going to be wrapping up after this fight. But we have a special event occurring this Thursday. We're going to be spotlighting Shadowrun 6th edition with one of the writers of the book. So he's going to be running us through. None of us have played. It's pretty awesome. So come check that out at 8 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. And then we typically also have a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game that the player Digbungle, Levi, he homebrews, and we've been playing for quite a while. He's our primary DM. I'm just stepping up for tonight. And he's been putting us through some amazing stuff. We play that every other Saturday, so you'll be tuning in for
Thank
that.
you, Jeffrey.
You're very welcome.
All right.
He also does an art show, so he's been doing stuff. There's just a lot of stuff we do. So if you want to check in on it, we have a lot of the back catalog on our YouTube. You can find some of it here on Twitch, and hopefully you find stuff you enjoy. But thank you for coming.
Yeah.
So
Thank you
we
very
were still
much.
dealing with the spicy Mike. He was stupefied. He stunned a plant.
I stunned the plant, and now
You
I
hit
would,
that
like,
plant so hard it stopped moving.
I would like to also trip that plant. So I'm going to make an athletics check
Versus my fortitude.
versus
Yep.
your reflex DC.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
you're looking
right,
for a
okay.
17 or higher.
I got an 11. So
He is
never
not
mind.
tripped. The plant,
I am done, and I am stupefied.
something about it being stunned, it just stumbles out of the way as you go to trip it, and that's how it just rolls.
It makes sense.
Pug person ancestry. No, I haven't seen that, McHuntington. What is that from? An adventure path of some time, but I haven't seen it. Awesome. You'll have to tell us about that. Mr. Digbungle, it's your turn.
That's me. Well,
I'll show the pictures of the characters, by the way. So this is the characters going right now, minus a bunch of weird wild effects place on them.
I don't quite look like that anymore. All right. Is Clausius even hurt? Can I tell?
He looks
No.
fine. He's dancing and
Alright.
weaving and bobbing over these plants, and he's doing good. So that's Dig Bungle. The guy that
Hold on,
just
I'm
went
just gonna.
is Spicy. He's the monk.
Anyways, he's already been punched by. I'm just gonna divine lance the one from far away. I'm afraid we're gonna walk into this path up here and fight a much bigger fight. I think I'm just gonna try and ride on cantrips because I'm afraid to burn them all, unless I have to.
Caution. Didn't expect that. This is
Not throwing that
Clashes.
to the wind today.
This is Clashes, our pugilistic rogue.
Dr.
That'll be
Smooth
coming up
Hands
as
feel
well.
better about it.
Yeah.
Don't compliment me too much. I still got plenty of time to be stupid.
And then
I
last but not least,
rolled
we
a
got
nat
Jasper.
20 on a divine lance.
Oh, which one are you targeting?
Oh, nice.
The one that Clausius is on right here.
Okay, good grief. Roll some damage. And that's our Jasper Smooth Hands.
Mean it's a D4. It's so terrible. All right, I got a. Let's see.
Oh, that
That
clip
is-
is terrible.
Animal G just reposted the clip of Dig Bungle's terrible past.
Yeah, one of the wild effects that just occurred led to that terrible effect.
I did 4 damage, except it's critical.
So double it.
I think.
So if you
Is that all that happened?
if you roll a nat 20, then
so 8.
8 damage is sufficient to kill this plant. How does he end his existence on this plane?
Yeah.
I hold up the torch and I say, "May you burn in the unknown."
And as it goes up in a celestial light, you see that it's like tendrils and stuff make a symbol that you've seen in your dreams as it suddenly falls to ash and drops to the ground.
Aye, you do. And I'll just stay there. I'm just like, hey, just put your hands. It looks so smooth. You see your hands that way? It looks so smooth.
Clashes.
Thank you. I've gotten more compliments on my hands in the last few
This
days.
plant in front of me suddenly goes limp.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn and I find another one that's not so limp.
I need you to make a fortitude check again.
You do not.
I'm gonna make you make 2 of them because you're in 2 other auras. The knowledge of the past just past the fragmented world.
First one is a 15.
Okay, that hit exactly what you needed. So give me one more.
My second one's better.
All right. So that's 3 successes so far. Okay,
Here's
great.
the chop.
Yeah, that does nothing. Go ahead. Oh, that
Here's
was
the
a
best.
crash.
Oh,
I
heaven's
slide
gonna
up.
hell to keep him doing. He's the best. Oh.
I slide up next to this one. It is time for the show.
Oh, boy.
Is it the big show?
First thing I do is I use my athletics to grapple this.
Oh, we're back at this nonsense. Worked really well last
With a
time.
29,
Oh, boy.
Oh
I
my
grab it.
That's
could
a
be
critical
crit.
success.
That might be a friggin'
I
crit.
think a
He is-
plant is about to
he is
get
now
hit
considered
with
to be-
another
he-
plant.
He's considered to be flat-footed. So now I'm just going to beat it unmerciful.
I'm
gonna
going to give you a
re-roll that
reroll
one.
of that
Like
for
that, you know.
free because of your critical wrestling. So don't spend your point. Just give it a free roll.
Oh, sweet. Well, it's a 15 this time. He has a
Uh,
-2 to his AC.
with
so-
the -2, it's a hit.
Oh, good. Then he also gets, he takes 11 on that hit.
Oh.
The second attack. The second attack hits on 16. That already has the minus. I
Oh. Then
made a macro.
you have ended this plant.
Oh, this plant has been ended.
You
But it
butchered
was
that
a
plant.
but there ain't any
So
more.
I grab its tendrils with one hand, and then it's just, the big bulby things at the top or whatever.
Mhm.
I just start
You do what with it?
I just punch them.
He uses them like a speed bag. He's like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just keeps tipping up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I speed bag it.
And on that last punch, it just puffs out, and the insides of it look like a mushed, like banana, just kind of like plop down on the ground.
That's called a pulp.
That's the end of my turn.
And it's also the end of this fight. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have
I
slain.
think the one on
Oh, no.
Spicy Mike is still alive.
Yeah, that one is still going somehow.
It's still alive, but
He's not dead
alive.
yet.
Not quite dead yet. It is his turn, actually, but he is stunned.
It is.
So
He is stunned.
he spends his turn being stunned. And
Fantastic.
this one's dead.
Oh, wait. I
That one's
forgot.
dead.
I get one more action.
I know you
before
do.
Spicy Mike gets to
You're
go.
next.
The plant is next.
He's gonna intimidate him because you're next.
That's right. I turn to the next plant and I say, "Your next plant. You're going down."
Roll that intimidation. It's a silly ability. So good. Looking for a
That's
failure.
not very intimidating.
Aw.
I don't think the plant really understands me, but he's stunned.
Yeah, the plant can't
That's
tell
why
what's
he doesn't
happening.
know.
The other plants are dead. Jasper's smooth hands.
Of
Let's do
all
an end.
Ogle's characters, Classius Clay is like the most catchphrasey, always the same, and I don't
Consistent.
care. I don't care. I love it.
That's exactly
I
right,
just
Josh.
want to hear the same catchphrases over and over.
They're just
And I
good.
get better every time.
Oh, man, I need a haircut so bad. My hair is actually
hear about-
puffing over my
Yeah, you're mad.
earphones now.
I want to hear about his
Yeah.
defenses being impregnable. I want to hear about things getting beaten unmerciful.
Every single round.
I want to hear that
Love it.
something's next.
For-
Dang, dang.
For those of you who may have caught it, last week I was invited, Clashius was invited to appear on the Grouch Couch, where he was part of an orc trailer park. And he was the champ, and had to fight their fighter character Octavius in a 3-round fight. So it was,
You know, I know that trailer park. Is that the one off Cherry Street?
You would.
Off of Cherry Point Road, you know what?
I know that
That's the one.
so-
All right.
What we got,
Let's
Jasper?
go with friggin' plant.
Yeah, what's the rules about firing in melee? in Pathfinder 2.
I don't know if there are any.
Well,
Always
before
a
you
good,
go and
always a
concern
good
yourself
plan.
about
That's
that-
what the
I'm
rule is.
telling
Before
you.
you go and concern yourself about that now, Dungeon Master, why don't you go ahead and give me a basic will save, and we'll see if this is even necessary.
Oh, I see how it's gonna be. I see how it's gonna
He's
be.
gonna will him to death.
Jasper, you just shoot, and you even get bonuses.
A 12. Is that enough?
All right, well, that is a failure, but not enough to be a critical, so he's not stunned, but he does take 4 damage.
4 damage. He is still alive.
Oh, look at this guy.
All right, well, then if I am able to use my last action to fire my hand crossbow at that son bitch,
Clash just sits
I
down
will.
and says your
Son
next has been
bitch.
quoted.
That's some bitch.
All right. Yep. So for those of you tuning in, this is our first play of Pathfinder. We've been playing for a couple weeks now, but we're still learning the rules. So part of what we're doing is actually trying to go through and get a sense of it. We played a ton of Pathfinder, the original. We've been playing a ton of
We played a
Dungeons and Dragons.
decade of Pathfinder until
Yeah.
it was literally impossible for me to balance a combat in a way that I would not lose every time, because at that point all of them become a well-oiled synchronous destruction machine,
That's what we are.
and I couldn't
It was
kill them
brutal.
at all. And we switched to 5e, and I'm dangerous again. It's nice. Oh, that's a good quote. Hey, look, chicks dig meth and lumberjacks.
That's true. And wow, that's
I have diarrhea, not in real life.
wow. That's what the hell? Oh, that was
IRL.
dysentery from 7 Days to Die. That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, what could have possibly caused that quote?
A fair number of our quotes came from 7 Days.
Almost all of them.
I did not remember.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's fine for now. We'll look up the rule on it. I
That's
think
all right.
there's probably a
I'm,
penalty, but I'm not worried about it.
Seeing this is the end of the night and I have it full fun, I'm gonna go ahead and spend that hero point.
Do it up,
There you go.
rocket.
Shoot this thing again. Oh, it was worse, but that's
Oh,
jam
was
with crossbow.
it's just worse.
I don't
Don't
know why I
worry,
even
Doc.
bothered.
I'll take care of it.
I
It's
don't
not
know
a
why I
crit
bothered
fail,
with this
so we're okay.
contraption.
Yeah, I don't think you've hit with it yet. So you throw your effect, you throw your shot, both go wild. That stunned, trip, dazed, stupefied, nearly crippled guy. You did 4 damage to him earlier, is that right?
That is correct.
All right, so he's at he's still alive.
hey, look at that plant's face.
Spicy
Look at
Mike.
its soul.
Make
It
your
begins to
fortitude check.
stupefy.
I was waiting. I knew eventually.
What?
Spicy Mike, make a fortitude
What
check.
was that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Okay, there we go.
Bites those leaks, Mike.
Oh, net 20.
There.
You no longer have to
Look at
roll
that.
for this scene.
That's great. I'm not gonna. So forget about that.
End
stuff.
him rightly, as they
I'm
say.
gonna end him rightly
That's what you
daily
say when
and
you use the
nightly
blunt of your weapon.
and ever so rightly.
Draw up that angle.
Oh, that was the weirdest roll I've ever made. I don't even know if that worked right.
Cam, how rightly do you end him on that first attack?
That's how rightly. Oh, look how rightly that is. So friggin' rightly.
Yeah, he is stupid right now, but that's true.
Daily and nightly and ever so rightly. Okay.
Describe it up for me, homie.
All right.
Give me some juiciness.
I'm gonna just do the big overhead slice right in the middle. I'm gonna dice them up like I'm friggin' making a salad.
So you come down,
But-
shush,
But
And
we
then-
all know Spicy Mike ain't eating no salad.
the two parts separate into two halves, and then you dice them up like you're ready to serve them up like on like a platter, and equally sliced. They're just like thin, razor thins, and you can see
You know, I'm good with a blade.
the plant's like tendril, like eye stalk thing is just like flipping around, like. And then you dice it up. There's like shredding lettuce going over the top of you, and it's just a mayhem, which brings our conflict to an end.
Oh, man.
Amazing, Mike. Shaving garlic with a razor
That's
blade.
nice. That's a nice way to end.
It is.
With
It's-
a little death and destruction.
It's been the first night where you guys have ended without being crippled and nearly
Complete murder.
completely murdered.
I think it was the first combat ever we came out, and I think we're all okay.
Well, I think
Yeah,
the
I think-
retuning of the modules worked out okay. That seems
Yeah, we got a lot of stuns in there. I think that's what really helped.
Is that it then?
kind of.
I think.
Well, for those of you who came in tonight, thank you so much. We have the
Thank
previous episodes of this up on our YouTube channel, so you can see how they got to this point and all the nonsense that has occurred leading up to this point.
It was nonsense.
And next week we will proceed to see where the rest of this goes. They will be exploring the den and seeing what is inside there to try to track down who is the source of this awful corruption and who is apparently choking my bandwidth into nothingness right now.
It's a witch. Burn her.
Yeah, probably. That occurs. Guys, go ahead and tell them about it. Even though we just said it.
All right. So, Monday nights, 10 p.m., me and Jeff, when his internet isn't crapping out on him, we do a little show called The Wisdom Check. It's a tabletop role-playing game talk show where me and Jeff have a different guest every week. We talk about something tabletop role-playing games related. And this week, we got the guy from Nerdarchy coming. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Pretty sweet.
You should
Looking forward
tune
to
in
talking to
Monday and watch that. And then on Tuesday, Cameron, he does a thing where he
Yes.
makes some music. Cameron,
That's
tell him
right.
what you do.
Bardic Knowledge. We are making music. Usually game related. Sometimes we'll do different things. I did an inspiration by the Shadowrun game we're playing tomorrow. This week it was kind of fun. I might do more like that. It has been
Yeah, that
requested
Shadowrun
that I
music was kick ass. That I was
Yeah.
getting I was getting
was so good.
flashbacks of when you first started streaming, and it was all still like fresh and new. And I'm like, this is amazing stuff. Oh my
Thank
god,
you. I had a lot of fun with it. It was actually a lot
I
of fun.
fucking
So
did. I forgot how much I love that stuff. That
Yeah, it
Shadowrun
was so good.
maybe I'll do
It makes
more
sense.
of that.
I listened to the Matrix soundtrack like way too many times.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, I did that. There was some requests for some guitar, so I'm going to be integrating some guitar in next week. So
Nice.
that's what we're doing.
Nice.
Stay tuned, folks.
Looking forward to that. Wednesday is where we come back to this show. So come back here at 10 o'clock Central Time, and we run until about nowish, or a little bit earlier than this usually.
Yeah.
Then we have Thursday night this week, we are playing Shadowrun. So 8 p.m. tomorrow night here on the channel, Central Time. We're going to be playing Shadowrun with one of the writers of the book. So come on and check that out. He's going to show us how it's done because none of us have played Shadowrun. It's going to be freaking cool. I'm
Hack
playing
the planet,
this.
you guys.
Hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
Planet.
So I believe it's a couple of us will be playing, right? Dustin, Cam, myself, and one of our
Yeah,
buddies,
that's
Jay
true.
Bruce, will be coming.
Our
So-
buddy Jay Bruce, fellow streamer, big, huge Shadowrun fan, and he was chomping at the bit to get in on this one. So
That's right. And before we go live, Air Laser is actually running a 5th edition
Yeah.
Dungeons & Dragons game. So her group plays.
Nice.
So go check them out. I
Oh, yeah.
think she said 7:30 is when they're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, they're starting like earlier than usual, aren't they, for them?
Yeah, it's a
that-
different day and early, so it's real weird. Names, we don't need names here. Yeah. So yeah, check them out. They're doing a module as well. They run a really good game. I enjoy it. It's the LMOP is like the acronym, but I can't remember what that stands for.
It's Lost Minds of Fendover.
That's the one. Thank you. So that's going on. And then every other Saturday night we do Everstorm,
Everstorm.
which I actually should point towards the guy who runs that. So tell them a little bit of what they can expect for next week.
Everstorm, the players just sat down with a tense conversation with characters that held a lot of insight as to what's happening with our DM tonight. Jeff's character Skeezer, a gnome wizard that's been running into copies of himself since day one. Now they believe there's as many as 12 copies, though they haven't met them all. And two sort of explained what might be going on, and the party is a little bit closer to finding the wizard that's responsible for everything, and that likely looks just like Skeezer's character. Sorry, Jeff.
Probably.
Character Skeezer. And at the height of that tense moment,
fancy party.
a very fancy party that was
So fancy.
with raccoon servants and a raccoon band.
I mean, I loved him until I hated him.
Yeah.
The whole
Worst band
party
ever.
got poisoned, including the hosts of the party,
Mhm.
and all sides blamed all sides and erupted into a fracas. And the red minstrel from Morgaine, Cam's past, proved himself to be the responsible party. But at that point, the damage was done, and now
Ruthless.
the wizards might not trust the party anymore, so we don't know.
Who
And
knows?
they're about to investigate what's inside the barn.
The barn. So it's gonna be sweet.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to it. So I think that is our lineup. I don't think we've missed anything. In the future, Dustin will be
the
running
end
a
art.
Zweihander campaign and
Yeah.
the art show.
The
Yes,
end art.
Levi.
Hey, Levi, when is DMR happening this week, or is it?
I don't know. It will. I need to get wrapped up with school. With
Yeah, it's a rough week probably for you.
Yeah, like I did do a lot of grade entry and getting a lot of things changed up. So anyway, tomorrow I was planning on doing one that I was going to announce online tonight, sometime
Check the
in
Discord.
the afternoon. Check the Discord.
Yeah.
I always announce 24 hours before, at least, sometimes 48 hours. So I was hoping to in this afternoon.
Yeah, so if you go on our YouTube, you can see his
Yeah.
back episodes of him drawing all of our characters, and it's freaking cool. And if that wasn't cool enough, my dad is an artist. He's a sculptor, and he makes his living by going to conventions typically. And as you probably know,
Excellent artist.
thank you
Excellent
for that.
artist.
As you probably know, most conventions are shut down, including Gen Con, which just got canceled. So he's doing other things now to try to stay afloat. Those things are running a Patreon, running a YouTube channel, and he has started on Twitch and Facebook Live as well. So he's doing live streams of him sculpting. And in this case, on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, he is sculpting our characters from our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game, and it's freaking cool. He's working on
It's
Kodo.
Awesome.
Kodo is a Dragonborn Paladin, and it's pretty badass. So
It's
Tune
coming
in for that.
together. Pretty
It-
awesome so
it's
far.
looking really
As
awesome.
fun as it was making like the concept art and making the characters real to the guy's specifications, I never thought we'd have the opportunity to watch them become real sculptures that could like
So cool.
exist. That's
It's
super
pretty
awesome.
it's pretty
Maybe
amazing.
one day we'll get a carrier cow versus a T-Rex.
Yeah, that did happen last week. I may or may not have turned into a purple
Giant cow fought
tyrant.
a T-Rex last week, everybody. It was awesome.
purple T-Rex. Fighting
A
a
giant cow that vomited raccoons, I should mention.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Projectile vomits, rage raccoons. Yes.
It was amazing.
That's so beautiful. So I think that's all of our plugs. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I don't think there is. So appreciate you guys all coming. We'll keep this going. We'll
Thank
keep
you.
some fun.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
you,
you
everybody.
very much. And your generosity is much appreciated. Hey, Dustin, do we have a raid target that we can
Oh,
take our
man.
fellow audience members?
Let me tell you a little something.
Oh, boy.
Oh
Look,
boy.
I'm gonna resist the urge to dump our viewers on top of War Witch because it's fucking awesome. But
It's so crazy.
Cam knows what I'm talking about.
Oh man, the guy's insane. Doesn't
There
even
is,
make
however, a new artist that I found who does music and art, and I think
Oh.
we'll raid her instead.
Nice.
sense. Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
Who are we rating?
El Therese.
L.A. Therese.
Oh, Therese.
She's
I'm
doing
not sure how
some.
she pronounced it,
She
but-
does some music. She does some art. So we're gonna go say
I
hi.
think she's doing some art
Awesome.
tonight. I think I
Enjoy
saw.
it.
Fantastic. Well, let's
Here
go
we
check
go.
it out and see what that's all about. I hope to see you guys.